Hello, everyone, and welcome back to part 12 of the Exit 8 clone series, or Exit 8 likes if you prefer. Man, we played a lot of games at this point, quite a few. And it's the list just keeps going on. It keeps growing, it keeps going. Here's how many we played so far. List has definitely gone quite a ways now. But we're not done yet. We have many to go, and I've been getting more, and I know what I'm starting with today because I got a review key for another one because I've been getting review keys for them occasionally, which is really great, actually. But yeah, we're going to hop back into this. And, well, since you already talked, we also have Sheikah here.
Sorry.
we have Essler.
Bleh.
And we have Fair.
Hi, Fair Trip here. I'm not used to being here at the beginning.
Actually, wait, was that Sheikah or was that Fair that made a quip before I was done my intro?
Me.
Oh, that was Fair. No, sorry, Sheikah. I blame that one on you because you usually just because you usually interrupt usually because you talk over the outro. So I just figured that was you. Sorry about the assumption.
Listen, I'm trying.
But anyways, before we fully begin, though, if you like the video, do think about giving it a like. If you haven't subscribed it, you can think about doing that as well. But if you really want to help out, think about coming over to Twitch. We're trying to reach a partner, but we need more viewers to do it. So if you want to come by, whether to lurk or to talk, think about doing so because it does help out immensely. And we'd also love to have you. I'll say hi to new people if they show up, too. Like I did with Fern earlier today. Welcome, Fern. We also have a pretty cool Discord community if you want to check that out. I have a coffee link if you want to help directly monetize my content. And I have a merch store if you want to buy some cool stuff. Links in the description. Check them out at your leisure. I hear you shuffling, Sheikah. You are not completely immune from intro noise. But I get you're on a phone, so it's just picking up everything. I hope you can get a new PC soon. I wish you luck on that. But in any case, here's our tier list. We played a lot of games at this point. I don't even know how many we played. You could probably count this, but I'm not going to count it. So, but we're going to be checking out more today. If you're new to this series for some reason, you're hopping in part 12, don't know how this works. Exit 8 is a game where you go through loops. If you see anomalies, anything weird in the environment has changed. In the loops, you go back. If you don't see any anomalies, you go forward, and you got to guess correctly a consecutive number of times to win the game. And that is pretty much how these games work. There has been some variations and differences, but effectively that is how most of them work. So, also, I'm sorry, Sheikah, that's a little much. I don't think Sheikah can hear me. Sheikah, are you there?
I am here.
You're making a lot of background noise. It's kind of distracting. Just let you know. But in any case, though, so Sheikah, what I said about might have to remove from VC if the phone doesn't work out too well, might have to do that. So just be careful, okay? But I like clean audio for my videos. That's all. I care about you, Sheikah, but that phone of yours is crap. In any case, though, we'll stick with it for now. If it gets annoying, audience, if Sheikah's mic gets annoying, just let me know. But we're gonna hop in to the first game today. Where instead of choosing randomly, we're gonna hop into Prison Loop, and we're gonna hop into Prison Loop because it's a review key I got. Because occasionally I get review keys on these, and that's pretty neat. So let's take a look at what we have here. And what's funny is Prison Loop here. If I go back to the tier list, Anomaly Loop. Oh, it's blocking. One thing is blocking another. Anomaly Loop uses the exact same font as Prison Loop. Take a look at them. They use the same infinity symbol. Oh, so clever for the 00. I think it's slightly different variation. Like, it's not exactly identical, but they're not the same developer. This is a completely different developer for Prison Loop. They just took the same idea. They came up with the same concept, which I find kind of amusing. But this describes itself. Not like that coincidence. I mean, it's just a coincidence. It's not really harmful. But, yeah, so it says here, embark on a journey of anomalies and repetition in Prison Loop, a captivating indie puzzle game. Trapped in a mysterious temporal loop within a high-security prison, your objective is to observe anomalies throughout the environment. It's actually coming soon. It hasn't actually released yet, but, well, I got a review key, so I got it early. So let's check it out. Let's see what it says. Embark on a journey of anomalies and repetition in Prison Loop, a captivating indie puzzle game. Trapped in a mysterious temporal loop of a high-security prison. Within a high-security prison, your objective is to observe anomalies throughout the environment. Test your observation skills, critical thinking, and ability to manipulate time to your advantage. We're just a timekeeper. Try to survive in this prison full of anomalies. Explore a meticulously designed prison filled with hidden secrets, atmospheric details, and haunting visuals. Meticulously designed. Okay. If I find a single Z fighting texture, then I would disagree with that statement. We'll see. Meticulously designed.
Find one Z.
let's see what we can find. Untangle the mysteries of Prison Loop and escape the endless cycle where you break the endless cycle or you stay trapped forever. I love how all these descriptions are basically interchangeable between most of these X8 likes. It does have mature content in the sense of like blood and death and stuff, so seems to be okay though. Otherwise, just your typical stuff you see in American action movies, whatever. But let's go ahead and fire it up and see what we got. I would like you guys to know the name of... I'd like... What? Leakage Games, by the way. That's the name of this company. Leakage Games.
Oh, that sounds really appealing.
Doesn't it? Like, oh, okay, memory leaks then? I don't like... It's not really a vote of confidence sort of developer name, I must say. I think they could have picked literally anything else and it would have been better, but... Now, Sheikah, what was that interruption you made? Did you have something to say?
I was staring it when I saw the Z.
The Z?
Like, isn't there like... I thought there was another game that we... it's like, know this.
Know this? Okay, you are cryptic and also your mic is cutting out, so I don't think I understand. Sheikah, I might say, Sheikah, you maybe want to sit this one out until you get a proper mic.
Yeah,
I'm also a little ragged today, so I'm having a lot of trouble understanding you with your bad mic quality. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You have a good day, though. Okay.
Hope you feel great. Hope you feel better soon, Sheikah, and all that. Bleh. Get a better mic soon. Bleh.
Yeah. Good luck with that. I hope nobody feels bad. I am a little bit rough today. I woke up, unfortunately, in the middle of my sleep with a locked up calf muscle, which happens when my tendon twists around my calf muscle. It's not pleasant. Like, it happens if you stretch wrong, basically, and you're unlucky enough that it happens, I guess. It messes with me really hard because it hurts really bad for about 30 seconds, so it wakes me up, and I am just crying. It sucks. But yeah, sorry about that to Sheikah, to anybody who likes having Sheikah around. I like having Sheikah around too, but I need some decent mic quality today. I cannot focus on anything less than that. And obviously focus is kind of important for these games, so but Sheikah, of course, can still be pleasant in the chat. Yeah, that can be pleasant in the chat.
Still be pleasant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For those wondering, Sheikah used to have a mic and a PC, but the PC caught on fire, so now they're using a really old, shitty phone to try to do mic conversations, and yeah, it's kind of hurting my head, so yeah. It's not their fault, though. If you've ever used a shitty mic, you know why you don't use a shitty mic, but there's really no choice in this matter, so if you find anomalies, turn back immediately. If everything is normal, go straight. But every anomaly here is a cousin of mine. Be sure to say hi to them. What, because of Leakage Games or whatever it was called? What was it called again? The company?
Leakage.
Yeah, just Leakage Games, was it? Double check that. Leakage Games, yeah. Is that why you're saying they're cousins of yours? Because you're a slime and this game's made by Leakage? I don't know. Leakage is just not a good word, my goodness. But, yeah, we're just kind of cold opening here. What do we got, settings-wise? I mean, it seems to be running just fine. So, that's cool. Volume is max. I don't really hear it. Mute sounds, no. I like how there's an audio volume slider that I can bring down to 0. But also, there's just mute sounds. Okay.
Well, mute's just if you just want to mute it for a bit and then just bring it back. You don't want to have to use the slider again.
I mean, it's fine. That's a fair enough thing. I just never see games have something like that, so... kind of weird. But so yeah, I guess we're going to go down here. That door cannot be interacted with, as far as I can tell. I think. Pretty sure. Yeah, we only have left click as interact. Okay. Yeah, I tried that. But I guess let's go ahead and look around. I assume this is not the proper beginning of the game. I'm assuming this is the proper beginning of the game. Okay. What happened to your normal? Well, like I said, their computer caught on fire. So what happened to their normal mic is that they can't use it ananymore because computer died.
I didn't hear the computer catch on fire part.
I don't know why it caught on fire though, or it's exploded specifically. All right. Yeah, I don't know why though. It just kind of happened, I guess. And so Chica's stuck with just a bad phone for now. But they are getting a new. I think they are getting a new computer. I think they said that. So nobody was hurt. Don't worry. All right. So what we got for the cells? So this is a slightly annoying anomaly game because I can't enter the cells, but I probably still need to scrutinize them. So bunk beds on the left, a little bench seat thing, and whatever that is. That a toilet? I guess a toilet and sink unit. It's just so hard to see in this lighting, but all right. An vent and another vent. There's two vents. How eventful. Opposite side, same arrangement. Sus. Okay, wait. Not exactly the same arrangement on the other side, because the other side has a... Oh, no, wait. Actually, it is. There's a mug on each table. My goodness, this lighting is bad. I didn't even notice there was a mug there. Can you see the mug there? Can you see the mug on the table?
At all.
If I back up, though, you can start seeing it, because look,
Nope.
It sticks up. Look, it sticks up now. You can see it.
The tablet I'm watching on
Oh!
Yeah. You can see it like that, but you can't see it when... against the desk itself.
Yeah, this game doesn't have terribly great bright lighting, and they decided to put dark objects on dark objects. That's great. I love it. There's no, okay, so
it's a prison, but
okay, so these cells are almost identical, except for this prison. Except for this cell on the right has a toilet paper roll on top of the top bunk. Otherwise, these seem pretty identical. They even both have mugs, so that are barely possible to see. Okay, what do we got here? Hi, what's wrong with your neck? It seems to be not completely textured. Okay, this guy stares at me. He's got a bandage on his left arm. He's sizing up. 83206. Oh, please don't tell me the number is important. 83206. Okay.
It's also hard to read the number. Oh, not up close is fine.
Well, I just read it out for you, so. Toilet paper on that bunk. Another invisible mug on the table. Everybody has an nearly invisible black mug on the table. Okay, what about the other side? A mug there? Yep, there's a mug there. It's like every table has to... You know what? I bet you that it's not that every table has a mug. It's that the mug is like glued to the table on every table. It's just a receptacle you can pour drinks into and then you just lap out of them or something. I don't know. Just part of the table. All right, so yeah, nothing particularly of note over here. Okay, moving on. There's a 0 on the floor. I'm guessing that's going to be updating to let us know our progress. This guy is also sizing me up. 72092. Do I even remember these numbers? Should we write these down? Could Essler write these down for me, just as a side thing?
Hold.
Okay.
I mean, that might be a bandage.
Oh, that's a bandage on his... Oh, on his side? Oh, yeah, maybe that's a bandage on his neck. Yeah, maybe.
Also, I love the lapels.
Okay, what are the numbers?
The lapels are just texture drawn. They're not actual lapels.
Yeah. Yeah, of course they are. 83206 for the first one, Essler. And this is in the order I'm going down the cells. Also, Sheikah. It looks like Sheikah's Wi-Fi broke, so I guess removing Sheikah from the call kind of made sense anyways, because now their internet's just not agreeing. Sheikah's not having a good day, it looks like. Sorry, Sheikah. Did you get that first number?
Yeah.
Okay, you never said done or anything, so I was just waiting. 72092. 72092, rather.
In order to say anything, I have to click off of this, because otherwise I will fill the entire bar with ones.
Oh, okay. The third one is 66707. And the fourth one is 33805. Now to get to you. Now that we put those numbers aside for now.
And I'll just keep those on my screen forever.
Okay. So, well, the second guy is also sizing me up and looking at me. He has toilet paper in his bunk. These cells are really boring, I'd like to note. They're all copy-paste jobs. Meticulous detail.
Cells.
Meticulous detail, I want to remind you guys. The Steam page said this is a meticulously detailed environment. I guess nothing says meticulous detail like copy-paste, 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 move a thing, copy-paste. Add a person, copy-paste. I mean, that's,
to be fair, though,
that is what prisons are. That is what prisons
Yes.
are, yes. All right, so, I mean, at this point, I'm just looking for anything that stands out. They better not do some really stupid stuff like, oh, look, that table was moved back a bit, like something like that, because I feel like they might do that, but we'll see. Also, I guess it should be noted that the first cell has this guy in badges, and the second cell, just this bald white guy, and the third cell is Mr. Mustache, I'll call him. So he's got a mustache. Nothing interesting in his cell either. Adjacent cell, nothing particularly of note. What's really annoying though? No, actually, no, never mind. The vents are always placed the same way. They're inverted on the left side of cells, or the vents go from right to middle. On the right side of cells, they go from left to middle. But everything's inverted, but placed the same. A few props are different, but
on the forward.
Yeah, on the
forward edge.
I guess so. Yeah. The bunks are always on the back edge, or well, back edge, forward, back, forward. They kind of go in a back and forth pattern, I guess. The bunks and the positions of the bunks and toilets, like, go. You see how it works, right?
Yep.
Basically, the toilet in one cell is always adjacent to the toilet of the cell next to it. Same with the bunk beds. Whatever wall they're touching, they're also touching, on the opposite side of that wall is the same thing. So that's a good way of putting it. Okay, fourth guy, I'll just call him fat. I don't know. Fourth guy's fat.
With a weird face.
Looks like he ate a lemon or something. And this cell, wow, this is, I must say, I get that it's a prison, and then the last cell has toilet paper on the left. I get it's a prison, but my goodness, this is like one of the more boring anomaly rooms I've been in one of these games in a while.
Security cameras,
right, left, right, as you're walking down, right, left, right. Also, light, vent, light, vent, light, vent, light. Okay, so, all right. Let's go ahead and progress.
It's a goal.
That was 0. That should have been the default. That's usually how this works. Oh no, it's forced me to walk downstairs every time. Wait, do I have to like... Oh, I have to click the door. Okay. You think you click the keypad, but you actually have to click the doors, so... Either this game's going to be really notorious, like, oh, look, there's toilet paper on that, but now there isn't. Like, either this game is going to be, like, really subtle and annoying, or it's going to be super easy to tell because almost nothing's different. 83206.
Variably given for a prison, so probably an American prison.
66707. Yeah, that's right. The numbers are correct.
Wait, was there toilet paper on every one of those bunks before? Or at least the ones...
No, there wasn't that much toilet paper. There's toilet paper in literally 50% of the bunks. Previously, there was like 25%. Oh my god, I just called out. I hope they don't do something subtle like shift the toilet paper around. They did something subtle. That's the most subtle because they added more, but Oh no, this is going to be one of those games. You remember what I've said in previous? So I guess I can just go back up, right? You remember what I've said in previous X and 8 like streams, right? There's really two main ways these games usually work. Wait, 0? Hold on a second. Oh, maybe that was always 50%. Okay, never mind. Apparently that was the normal room. Alright, well, I messed up already, but that's okay. Okay, I totally did not notice how much toilet paper was actually in 0 before. Yeah, it feels like... We'll see. We'll see what this game's doing. But remember what I've said. The main metric we want to judge these on is not difficulty, but entertainment value. It's good to have a little bit of difficulty, at least force you to actually pay attention. But the main point of these games should be an experience first and foremost in my book. Some of the anomaly games we have played did not understand that and created very boring anomalies that were just basically spot the difference. Very boring, ordinary things where nothing really interesting happened, but the details that changed were very subtle, so it was difficult. It took a lot of effort to notice the difference, but finding the difference was also not very rewarding. It was just, oh, that object isn't in the scene now, one little prop or something. It's
very lazy.
Yeah, well, it's not only... I think it's not... Beyond being lazy, I think it's literally missing the point. Developers wanting to make an Exit 8-like and thinking, oh, the appeal is that it's a spot the difference game. No. That is a small portion of the appeal, but the main appeal is that you're playing a spot the difference game to force you to pay attention to things, which then lets you see weird shit. That's the main point. The point of the gameplay is to get you to simply pay attention to what is being weird in the environment. Not necessarily to super challenge the player into being a savant and noticing all the differences. But yeah. At least that's my take on it. If you like the really hard spot the difference type games, like, listen, there are spot the difference games on Steam. Exit 8 like Exit 8s and Exit 8 and Exit 8 likes are technically spot the difference games too, but they're more than that, right? If it's just a spot the difference game, then it's not an Exit 8 like, I feel. Anyways.
I think I fixed it.
You think you fixed it? Wait, what did you do this time, though?
This time I decided to try a different Wi-Fi setting.
Oh.
You're very quiet.
Yeah.
Hold on. What if I... testing.
That's a bit better.
Still the same.
A little bit better, but...
Okay, good.
I mean, quiet's not the worst thing. The clarity's a lot better. I could just boost her.
I succeed!
That is hilarious.
I succeed!
I succeed, and the audio cuts out. And just like that sort of delayed response that happens when you lose Wi-Fi signal. That was hilarious. Hopefully it does. Oh, it's mostly fine though. Besides that, but wait, hold on. I don't. Also, I think I found the anomaly. Thankfully, this one's kind of obvious.
I would hope so.
But yeah, look. Oh man, look at this. This actually is a good opportunity to demonstrate that this developer meticulously crafted environment. Are you serious? You didn't even do the lighting well. Check this out. You know the nearly invisible mug there we've been talking about? Watch this. If I simply go to this side, you can see the mug just fine. Why can you see the mug just fine? Because the table is shiny, and the lighting was done very poorly, so you can really only see it when you're staying underneath this light. If you're on this side, look at this is the demonstration of bad lighting. If you can rotate around an object that's in a small parameter like this, like just rotate around a table, and the difference of the table's visibility is night and day, depending on what side you're on of it. Like that is a good demonstration of this is poorly lit. Like this game is poorly lit and shadowed, you know. Like that's a good demonstration right there. Just look at how much the table changes with this small adjustment I make. Here's the problem. I think that these light props are literally producing all the light for things, and they're not using invisible global illumination, which, if you're not aware of what that means, basically means like throwing in an invisible sphere in the middle of the room or something that just casts light on things so the player can actually see what the hell they're doing. And it's not like a visible light source, but it does light the environment. Also, hey there, Kippy. To be fair, a lot of these games just depend heavily on asset store things, because most people like me can't make their own models. Well, it's not even about making their own. I'm not mad about the preset models. I'm just mad that they can't light shit correctly. That's different. It's not about the model work. It's about where to place your global illumination.
Yeah, that's a desk, not a laptop screen.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, and I'll be found. That'll tell you for sure. But yeah, Sheikah, you do sound clear. I don't know how you fixing your Wi-Fi made your mic better, though. That's very
I am
confusing.
not using a phone anymore.
Wait, you have a computer?
Oh?
Yes, I'm using the PC.
Wait, I thought you...
saying...
Wait. I thought you were still waiting for your new PC to get here.
It came.
When did it come?
The only issue is that for some reason the Wi-Fi wouldn't work, so I had to keep on keeping on.
Oh, that's why you're on a phone? Okay.
Yes, and now I'm happy.
I'm just gonna boost Sheikah's audio to 150. I recommend that. Well, I'm glad now you can actually exist without hurting my head.
Yay!
Nice.
I exist now.
Kule.
Wait, hold on. Was I at 1 just a moment ago? Yeah, I guess I was. Yeah. Okay, 2. All right. Let's continue. Good. That might help me focus now that I don't have to think about audio issues. My brain is on low capacity today, so I can't focus.
Yes.
Fair, is that your ferret?
The rustling? That is the ferrets, yes.
Yeah, I thought so. I can't really get mad at ferrets.
I actually had to check.
That sounded like a ferret sound. That sounded like a ferret sound. It's okay. I'm surprised at how far your mic's picking up. That's all. Granted, ferrets can be freaking loud, can't they?
Well, they're also having fun playing in crinkly paper.
Yeah, which I mean is fun. It's crinkly paper. No, it's okay. You're fine.
Yeah.
I could put up a ferret noise. I think we all could put up a ferret noise. So this. By the way, I'd like to note that the only sound is my footsteps. If you listen very carefully. So this game is visually boring, but also on an audio level, that's pretty boring too. Gee, should I be paying attention? I don't know how much I want to get. Every single time we play one of these games, I have to get a feel for, all right, how much does this game want me to scrutinize it, you know? Like, how much does this game want me to really look? Also, pinning that was smart, by the way, Sheikah. I want to point out. Just
Thank
pinning
you.
the numbers. Because that just puts it on my... Because I have the chat at all times, so that actually lets me just cross-reference a woo. Why did I ooh my voice by accident?
It's the furry course. Oh no, it's spreading!
Esther, your turn.
Elmer Fudd syndrome happens several times.
Esther, your turn.
What am I doing?
Hey, you're doing the ooh voice.
No.
I thought so.
You are a furry, you are contractually obligated.
I don't think I've ever heard him do a voice like that, so I just want to force him to.
You have failed.
I guess I should be paying attention to their clothes, though. They should all be the same, technically, because prison. Alright, I think everybody looks pretty normal here.
They look like normal prison jumpsuits.
I think everything's on the up and up here, unless something else looks weird. Oh, one thing we should note is the yellow lines on the floor. Those might just randomly disappear, then I wouldn't... If they randomly disappeared, I would just miss that, I think. So I'm just going to note there's 2 yellow lines. That totally has a number saying on it. You're right, it does, because I messed up. What did it... Wait, hold on. Numbers? Okay, so that was the mistake. Where were the numbers, out of curiosity? I didn't see that. So that was an anomaly. I did not spot that.
Noted. Toilets should not have numbers.
Alright, be right back. Gonna do some stuff quick.
Okay.
Namely watering plants.
That sounds so ominous.
On the
I'm
toilet
gonna
sink
do
thing.
some stuff.
Yay, plants.
Hold on a minute. I'm looking back at the footage. Matt, stop darting around. I need to look at the chart, please. I can't get... oh, yeah, there are numbers on them. Wait. Oh, my God. Why am I so schizophrenic? Why am I turning so quickly all the time?
Now you know how it is for us.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's fine, but...
Yeah, there's... It's not... I don't think they were in numbers. They were like weird little... I just looked it up. There's like... They're sticking out. It's not like... It's like a 3D object on the side. On the wall-facing side of the toilets. Kind of. It's a little circle. It's like a zero-shaped thing, but it's like a little nozzle or something. I don't know what that is. It's kind of obvious now that you pointed it out. Oh, wait. No, they're there right now. Also, it's toilet paper. So, no, that wasn't the anomaly. Those are there. On half of them. That's weird. But nonetheless, unless the anomaly just repeated itself.
Unless there was something else?
Unless the anomaly just repeated itself a second time, it's possible. I guess I'll go back and see. No, that's just normal, apparently. Yeah, there was something more subtle. There was something more subtle going wrong. God, I knew there would be a... I mean, the lighting's so poor, I don't... Spotting subtle things with this lighting is not going to be great. The lighting, you know, what's funny, it's deceptive, right? Like, if you just look at the environment, it looks like everything's lit well enough, but then you realize that the dark objects are, like, literally pitch black because of the lighting being poorly designed. This feels like a shitty game. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Getting shitty game that misses the point vibes for this one. This game has no shadows, and yet things are still cast in darkness. Kibby, you remember when I was going around the table? Like, what is that? Maybe... What is that? Yeah, I agree, though. Like, there's no dynamic shadows. It's just baked in ambient occlusion around the edges and stuff, but... What do you call that where, like, I circled the table and so I could see the table a lot easier from one direction? There's clearly some lighting going on, if I can do that. You know what? Hold on a second. Hold on. I'm going to be... Just a second. Speculars. Could you describe speculars for me? I don't think I fully understand what they are. I've heard of them before. Shininess.
Do you mean spectacles?
Well, yeah, that table was shiny. So, wait a minute. So the issue here is that there's shiny objects, but also a lack of lighting and shadows. So the shiny objects is that why they appear in basically pitch black for most angles? Of course, I get an ad while I'm trying to have a technical conversation with a person without a subscription.
Also, don't forget the delay.
That's true too. But yeah, I have a critical question for you guys. Once the ad break ends, I guess I'll wait. It feels like the ad breaks have increased. Like there's a frequency I can set, but it really feels like the frequency went up without me changing anything. Like, as I play... Okay, I'm just gonna wait. Ah! I might consider reducing or add frequency later. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Like, if I lowered it at all, I get less money every month, though. But it doesn't matter. I don't know. I'm earning so little anyways. So yeah, this game, I would like to ask everyone in the audience, do you agree with me when I say that this game is both poorly lit and obfuscates details a lot, especially for how it wants me to pay attention to subtle things? This might sound weird, but the repetition You think that the repetition of the environment, how things like go bup 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 bup, and with a little inversion, like on both sides, like, oh, this sells this way, this sells that way, but flip, this sells that way, but flip, this sells that way, but flip. Like, you think that would make this easier for me, the level of repetition and sameness, but I think it actually messes with me and makes it harder for me to like actually keep track of differences. I don't even know how to explain it. It's like my brain just kind of blurs because the lighting is bad and the speculation. So speculars, by the way, Kibby. Speculars. Does anything even matter on the internet anymore? Everyone just does everything for money. Is truthfully what makes people more money. Okay, Kibby. We've had enough of these philosophical conversations before. I shared my views on that already. I guess other people share them if they want, but I'm not just doing things for money, but I'd also like to keep my apartment so I can keep streaming for you guys. That's kind of a goal too. Because if I don't have my apartment, then streams stop, you see. And I also am in not a good shape at that point. So, yeah, money matters a little bit. Because capitalism demands the constant removal of money from your pockets to actually have a standard of living. So, yeah, I need money. Since we don't live in a utopian society where I can just not earn money but still live properly, yeah, because the world is cruel and you need money or you will be in trouble. But yeah, so what I need your guys' thoughts though. This game feels like a product made for a quick buck. True. I believe at the very least this is our review key. This is technically a howler. Technically a howler for an hour, but probably take longer than an hour.
Tell them to do better. 6 out of 10.
It's so generic. You know what's really messing with me personally? They're asking me to look for subtle details, but these motherfucking bars keep distracting me because they break up my vision, right? So I'm like supposed to look in the cells and pay attention to things. And yes, I technically have the visible space to do so. The bars are transparent. It's not like they're blocking my vision entirely. But having these bars constantly blocking my clear vision of the cell makes it really hard to focus on the differences and changes in the cells, if that makes sense.
It's like trying to spot the difference outside when you go up close and suddenly you've got the screen window in front of you and it's blocking everything and it's like,
Exactly. Also, like, my focus is not great today, so I'm having some focus issues. These bars are not helping. Like, they're not helping me literally focus my eyes. But yeah, it's
They're just an added annoyance.
The fact that there's no sound besides, there's not even the hum of lights. That would add something, or maybe, like, the sound of, lockup, kind of the cells being, shifting or something, little mellow sounds. There's multiple ways that this could actually have sound, which might get me to focus a bit more. That also, too, a good sound can help me focus in a video game, too. Does anybody understand what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Like, if environment draws you in, it's a lot easier to pay attention to it. Oh. Remodeling, I guess.
Like, I'm thinking, for example, Silent Hill and Resident Evil does that a lot.
So some of these anomalies are fair because I can, like, notice them. So far, though, the anomalies we've noticed are a cell just not having bars, those cells being blocked out with a wall, and there's an anomaly we missed. That's what we've seen. We've seen 2 anomalies, missed 1.
I feel like this is just so lazy.
A lazy crash grab that doesn't at all understand the point of what made Exit 8 cool. I wonder if there's any anomalies that are, like, actually weird and interesting.
Is that going to be the title of the video?
What?
A lazy cash grab that doesn't understand.
I mean, no, because that's too generic. There's several. We have played a few games where that subtitle would work, so it's too generic a subtitle. Though this is a generic game, so it might be hard to come up with something less generic. But no, I'll probably make some joke about, like, I feel like I'm the one in prison playing this, like, or something like that. Though I mean, it still has an opportunity to give us some noteworthy anomalies, though, if it wants to. Okay, is there... I don't... I can't... Like, I think what also hurts is that, like, the lockup section, this little block where the key goes in, that actually does block a fair amount of vision in a kind of important place sometimes. Like, is there a vent there? Well, let me look around that to see, like, you know. But yeah, I know how the layout's supposed to be. Basically, the toilet paper should be on every other bunk. Every cell should have a cell with toilet paper, and then a cell without, then a cell with, then a cell without. To put it very simply. And the cup should be on every table, because everyone gets a cup. Commemorative your prison cup. I don't know. Oh, you... No, wait, that's right. No, that's right. Sorry, what's really weird is that everything in the cell inverts, like bunks on the right, toilet table on the left, then it goes toilet table on the right, bunks on the left. You know what doesn't invert, though? You know what doesn't invert? The vents. The vents don't invert between cells. Everything in the cells inverts except for the vent, including the light. The light also inverts. But the vents do not invert. That actually kind of makes me unreasonably upset. I can't even explain why. Also, every other toilet has the weird little O on it. So every other toilet doesn't, and then every other toilet does, you know? So, yeah, strafing is the quickest way to inspect the room. Everything inverts except for the vents. The vents do invert from different sides, but that's all I could say. Also, note that the bunks are like an auburn orange. I feel like that might change at some point.
It's the same color as the jumpsuits, I think.
No, they're different colors.
No, they're completely different.
Wait, they are?
I mean, look, here, I'll put a person on the screen with a bunk
I see no
bed.
difference.
Wait, are you slightly colorblind? I forget.
Yes.
Ah, that would explain it.
Maybe that would. It's weird though. The brightness is different. Quite bright. The brightness is quite different between them. I feel like even a colorblind person would notice the difference in brightness, but maybe not. I don't know. There are many spectrums. I do notice
that it's like one's brighter, one's not, but they look identical.
I can understand you not be able to pick out if the color is the same, but yeah, the brightness is the main thing. I don't know if that is another case of. So, Kibby, question about specular. You were talking about specular earlier. Is that specular lighting? I'm going to go forward because I don't see any anomalies. Don't. Well, it says I shouldn't.
I think that's the anomaly. Don't.
I don't think even let me open it. I tried. Don't. Okay, I won't then.
Just don't.
Good lesson. That might be a lesson for the game as a whole, but I do like that one. Don't. Don't.
That was the anomaly!
Shh. Hold on a sec. I hear another sound that's different.
That would be me putting something in the microwave.
No. There's another sound in game. Shut the hell up. Hold on a second. It sounds like a xenomorph, so please let me listen. Yeah, that's definitely a xenomorph or something.
Oh, it's in the vents.
If I open this door, I think I get attacked.
To be fair, it warns you don't.
That was last room. But yeah, there's like a... Should I go see the xenomorph? See if it's interesting? Wait.
Hug it.
When I opened the door, the sound stopped. Is it literally just a sound cue? Anyways, yeah, there's a very quiet sound cue of a xenomorph. Oh, that's fucking mean. If you choose to open a door, the other one cannot be opened. Let alone not if you go through the door, you're committed, but you're committed the moment you open a door. I opened it because I wanted to see if I could find the xenomorph. Unfortunately, It seems like instead of... I thought they would put a monster behind the door and then it would come and attack me, and that'd be kind of neat. Because I heard it breathing. And it sounded like it was over here. But no, all they did was just create a sound cue in this environment, then if you open the door, it went away.
But Charm, that would be putting in work and making this interesting.
Yeah, that would have been like I wouldn't even minded a game over if it was an interesting monster attack. Like, so all they instead of making an actual monster, they just made the sound of a monster, then it disappears if you choose wrong. Wow, that's so lame. That is actually.
That just booted my rating down to a 4 out of 10.
That's a little higher than I'm feeling right now, but we'll see where it goes.
I'm being generous, damn it.
Also, this game doesn't have SSR, screen space reflection. Yeah, whatever. Kibby, how would you very quickly fix this issue with the tables? Where, like, if I circle the table, I can see things, and then if I don't circle, I can't again. Like this pitch blackness that dark objects is having. How would you fix that? Just lighting? Because the issue here is that these are shiny surface objects. I'm noticing both the toilet and the table they have a shiny texture. They have a reflective texture, and I think that reflective texture is basically just reflecting pitch darkness because the reflection doesn't have enough light to work with, I assume. Lie in the corner, increase it, add shadows. Yeah, that would probably help. Well, now I know that if I open the door, I commit, so that's good to know.
I'm really just not liking this overall.
Yeah, this is...
Just remember the rule. What's that? Go ahead.
This is making me go, I wish we were able to skip.
Just remember the rule. Do you remember the rule? You know what the rule is for the series? If you don't remember the rule...
Don't stop until you've completed the run.
Yes. If I enjoy the game, I can keep going for 100% if there's like an anomaly track or whatever. But that's only if I'm enjoying it. But we do beat every single one of these, no matter how bad they are. Remember, we beat the Terrible Darkness one, the Terrible Darkness Forest one, through sheer blind fuckery. I just went randomly in random directions because it was impossible to play, and I eventually won. It's always a fail-safe method if nothing else works. Just rely on RNG. Also, nothing seems wrong here, which is annoying me. I wonder if whenever you get back to 0, it's always normal. It might always be normal when you go to 0.
I hope so.
That's one positive thing.
We have 2 in F tier. One of them is Exodus 69, and that video will be coming. It's still being edited. There's a lot of work put into that one because of its content. That one's in F tier for several reasons. The main reason being that it literally breaks on its own. Like, you have to restart the game sometimes because you literally have numerous anomalies spawn at the same time if you play long enough, and they won't count, or an anomaly won't spawn, but it still counts as an anomaly run. It just completely starts falling apart the moment you loop enough.
Oh
it's so poorly made. It's one of the most poorly made X8 likes I've ever seen. And obviously I've seen quite a few at this point. By the way, I'd like to note the xenomorph breathing. It's quiet. I only really heard it when I was standing against this wall, like, very clearly. To be fair, it's literally the second sound I've heard in the... Well, third sound. I guess the door counts as a sound. Third sound I've heard in the game, so I guess it's sort of easy to notice, but if your audio's at all down, fuck you, because you will be missing that anomaly.
Double fuck you if you're deaf.
That too. Now, audio-based anomalies are not unusual, but I think most of the good Exit 8 likes have, if they had an audio cue, they also had a visual cue with it. Okay.
But none of them were sucky.
No, the other anomaly, other games have been sucky. Oh, we've had some sucky ones. The Exit 69 was one. What was the other one? Was it just called Find the Difference? The one that was in a little classroom, and it was very boring because they just swapped out props. It was very lazy. But you know what? I'll still give that one credit. It had a nice little piano song. At least I could enjoy a nice little piano song as I played the boring game. This game doesn't even have music, or anything, so. What's cuter, a bunny or a kitty? I think kitty.
Both.
Combine
Depends on
them.
the kitty. Depends on the bunny.
Floor roaches, bugs. No! Oh, bruised actually. I'm sorry. Did you see roaches on the floor?
Were they? Know.
Out of curiosity, were they moving around or were they just static? Sorry, I guess I should be reading the chat a little more effectively. Chat, Bruce, you're probably right about that. What did you see? Were they moving? So they had a moving entity? I'm just impressed by that. All right, I'll have to. Okay, so
Oh, gee, I wonder what the problem is here now.
Oh, I see the problem. Yeah, I see the problem. I'm glad I noticed that I should pay attention to the 2 lines that now are just 1 line. Yeah, I'm just impressed. Like, at this point, I am impressed that they had bugs moving around. They were moving. Okay, so we're gonna watch out for roaches now, I guess. Which you should watch out for roaches in general rule. I don't mind if I do. Yeah, look at the lighting on this toilet too. Like, you can tell it has a shine texture, but like it's lost in darkness.
Open the doors?
I can't. The Poltergeist can. Poltergeist is not laying the prisoners out though. That's nice. It's Poltergeist. It's just screwing around with the empty cells. Out of curiosity, what happens if I stand like? I think his physics glitched me through the door.
I think it's just pushing you around the door.
The Sphinx hold up better than I expect. Alright, well, anyways. Hi, Xerix.
One of the few times Charm tries to trade games and doesn't trade games.
This is Unity. The default collider is surprisingly good at not getting stuck in walls. Fair enough. I was trying to. I thought I could. Yeah, it must be the default collider then.
So they don't get any credit.
They use the plugin, basically. Unity physics are not bad. Yeah, I mean, now I think, like, I've had numerous problems with Unity games, but physics aren't one of those. Also, Okay, I noticed that anomaly. Triple bunk.
That must hurt to be on the top. As someone who's had someone who is on the top bunk of a bunk bed, that just hurts.
Because of like hitting your head against the ceiling or something. Also, physics. I don't remember. I'm not sure if I remember physics. Should I remember physics? Oh, the lights out.
I'm assuming it's a physics engine that uses DirectX.
NVIDIA's big gimmick proprietary technology in the 2000s before they moved to ray tracing. Oh. Okay, we made obvious anomalies now.
The anomaly was that
open cell. Alright, okay, so I've seen a repeat now. Obviously from a different run, but okay.
I think we're technically still on the same run.
No, I mean, like, I failed between now and the last time I saw the open cells, so it technically counts as a new run.
I'm taking the victories. Lemon guy, are you okay?
Sounds like crazy physics. Sounds kind of fun. Sounds like an old but fun technology. Is who okay?
Lemon
that guy.
Dude.
What about him?
No, I'm just making sure the cell mates are okay first.
Oh, that's fair. This does feel like the sort of game to change one of their numbers randomly. Not even just saying obvious, just a different number. This might be a vanilla run. Vanilla level loop. I'd like to note again that they give me a review key. I have early access to this game. They're very proud of it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, this needs a bit more time in the oven.
Yeah, do better, please.
And use the oven light for once.
Some devs give you
the 7 one again.
What's that?
Can you look at the one with the 7 at the start?
It's got that mouth breather face. That's pretty normal.
Yeah, no, his number's right.
Yeah, that's fine.
We actually have it pinned now too, because Sheikah actually was big brain about that. I think everything here is normal. But what was I saying? So one thing I've noticed when getting review keys from devs, some devs are like, "Oh man, I'm really passionate about this. I want you to play the game and share with people because I really love people to see it." And then some devs are like, "Yeah, they'll throw a review key at that person. They'll give us free advertising. Maybe some customers will buy our game then." Like sometimes I get review keys in bad faith, and sometimes I get a review in good faith. I've noticed. At least that's my interpretation. I can't say for sure, but disclaimer. Yeah, I'm just gonna go forward, and everything looks cool here. So
I swear, if this is the anomaly, if this is just like the anomaly, now you have to start from 0.
well, you got your wish.
Damn it!
So anybody want to call out something they saw there? Anybody want to call out and posthumously what was wrong in that particular loop? I don't think I could.
Saw nothing.
I don't know and I don't care is really how I feel. Like if you're gonna be subtle game, sorry, you've already lost me. I am a little. I'm having some focus issues today, but even without that, this is so boring. Why would I want to engage hard enough to notice? Like I even did the strafe where I was comparing the inversion of everything and seeing that everything was correctly inverted. So I don't even know what was wrong. Well, thank you, Fair.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I was
And you have
stretching.
very good art, Kibby.
Kibby has good art. I keep on forgetting Kibby is a game designer.
I need to play some of Kibby's games.
By the way, you know how these games have been kind of weighted in the X8? Like sometimes, like, oh, there's a lot of anomaly for us. Oh, there's a lot of non-anomaly for us. Or, oh, there's a lot of 0 again. So I missed an anomaly. So I'm noticing this game is heavily weighted to giving you anomalies. So if you're not sure, just go back. Because every time we messed up, it's because I didn't spot an anomaly. Not because I mistook one. So yeah, if you don't know... Like, honestly, I could probably brute force this by going back repeatedly until I won.
What would be a fun anomaly?
You know what I bet one of the anomalies we've been missing is?
Do they?
Or like, I bet you there's just not a cup on one of the tables. You know, the cups you can barely see on the tables because they didn't light things correctly.
I think they switched the people.
On the run I missed, you mean?
I think like the left side and the right side had like the different people.
Yay 50 months of being subbed to Alpha P.
Did you see the white guy on the left? Is the main thing. The white guys on the
so?
left? White guys, rather. That might have been it. Yeah, maybe. Oh, that's bullshit. The xenomorph sound, it's like creepy breathing, but it has pauses. So if you ran up to the door when one of the pauses was going on, opened it, and you just screw yourself. We had the xenomorph sound again. This is really... Yeah, this is not an exciting game. You know, the trailer showed some exciting things. I feel like the trailer may have showed the only things that was interesting in the game.
It's dipping down to 2.
Thank you, Kibby.
I'm trying to remain hopeful for this game, but I can't.
What anomaly would be funny? Fulbright normal maps. If things were Fulbright, I could actually fucking check out the differences in the... Like, it's just so annoying to look at these cells. They're just so drab and dark.
It's darker on the tablet that I'm using to watch right now.
Yeah, it's always going to be darker for the stream viewers, too. I have more brightness than you guys, but I'm still sick of this. Wait, hold on a second. That changed literally nothing. I lowered the shadows and nothing happened. I figured I'd see if anything happened if I did that. No. Because there just aren't shadows.
There's literally none.
Yeah, I knew there was none. There's just baked in, like, What do you call that? Where like edges have a little shadowing around them, like edges of walls and stuff. There's a term for that, but that's it. That's not even like proper shading.
I
It's
forgot
just
the term.
ambient occlusion. Okay, it is ambient occlusion.
Please, we just want something.
Thanks for triggering the hype train, by the way. I appreciate that. If you guys want to donate, you'll get an emote. We do have there are new emotes available too. The train has been updated. Unfortunately, the hype train is kind of blocking the number view I had. Oh well. All I do is win. Welcome. I should. Okay, 0. Fuck. You know what? Fuck you. Fuck you. That is like the 4th time that I missed an anomaly. In a very short amount of time, honestly. Alright, fuck.
Yeah,
You know.
I just. Of all things.
I said. I know for a fact I'm right, though. This game is heavily weighted towards having anomalies, so if I just went back endlessly, that I would absolutely win. Maybe not maybe not immediately, but you could win doing that. I'm going to do that.
I'm going to reset my tablet because I changed the brightness and suddenly it won't let me go back to Twitch.
Ooh, Leafy on.
See? What did I tell you? I didn't even see an anomaly that time. That cell's open.
Sharon Blush.
I'm sorry, I was more focused on the Leafy on.
That's understandable.
Leafeon's a cool evolution.
I must focus on getting us through this.
I can't check extensions.
I see nothing wrong, which means something's wrong.
Oh! One of their heads followed you.
They always do that, Sheikah.
What? Why?
Do they have much else to look at?
I don't know, do we?
I see nothing wrong. Should I go forward or back? I got
Back.
to 4. I got to 4 by just going back.
Something sus.
Again, I might still get 0 going backwards, but... 5. Are you serious right now?
I was right!
I have done nothing but go back on this particular attempt, so I'd like to note. And there was immediately a light flicker, so that's 6.
Can you beat this game by just going back?
Oh, absolutely, but I'm now beginning to wonder, is there ever not an anomaly? Okay, well, there you go. There is a chance of no anomaly. Go figure. It happened there. So they can do vanilla rooms, they just don't typically do so. Try to be a phenomenal game tester. I naturally break games, and yes, I do have a tolerance threshold.
Yes, we joke that these channels should be renamed Charm Breaks Games.
Should I just do
phenomenal as paranormal for some weird reason?
If I recall correctly, the way I beat the dark game is I simply went back and forward when my intuition told me, and eventually I got through the entire thing doing that.
Just bum rush.
I'm gonna do Science Silver for this game. This game gets the same treatment as what was it? Escape Floor 0, was it? Ah. So here's the thing. The coin flip usually lands up anomaly, but occasionally will land ordinary. So I have to randomly pick when I want to do ordinary. It will probably land on ordinary now and then. So I have to decide when I want to think to myself, ah yes, this must be that time. Alternatively, I could just constantly go back and hope for the coin flip to never land on that.
I feel like we just have to make our best guess at the point.
I think the best guess... It really is heavily weighted towards anomalies. I don't even have to step in the room. It makes your choice. Here's the bad thing about doing what I'm doing. If there is an interesting anomaly, I'm going to totally miss it. That's what... The lights went out. Cool. What's going to happen? I'm going to be attacked? Here's the thing. I should technically still enter the room just to trigger any interesting anomaly. Nah, no. What am I thinking? The lights went out, and thus nothing happens. In a different game, that might build tension if the lights just went out and nothing happened. But in this game, I know nothing's going to happen because that takes effort for the devs to program. And they wouldn't
In
care.
a setting like a prison, you should be terrified of the lights going out.
Locked cells. A shame the prisoners can't butt you in the jump scare. I mean, maybe they could. I don't know. Charm, have you ever been stuck in the back rooms? Not to my knowledge. Yeah, buddy, I feel you.
Every other Sunday.
That's all I can say seeing that.
He wanted his way out, and he got it.
Would you like to be stuck in the back rooms?
I mean, I've already been there every other Sunday, so...
I've done nothing but go
Sunday?
back. I've done nothing but go back. Should I go forward? I'm on 7. Or do we commit?
Never.
Alright.
Prove your theory.
My theory is absolutely correct. It just matters.
Besides,
It's just an RNG.
It looked to me
8.
like maybe the toilet paper was brown.
Where-
It was replaced with paper towel.
Chris, welcome to the most annoying, stupid game.
Hold on a second. I gotta check something actually. Hello, Christophs.
Hello.
You, Chris?
This is definitely an F tier, but I'm wondering to myself if it's. Hold on a second. I need to see something. Did it say how far I had to go before? Because when you get to the end, I have to go forward at the end, probably. So like, my God, it doesn't even say what number you're getting to. I was checking. It doesn't say, but one can assume 8 because this game seems to have no good ideas.
Oh my god, I almost forgot to do
Nothing,
something.
Kippy. Nothing, Kippy.
In other words, it would make sense if it was 8 because this game is clearly trying to be derivative and not actually try anything new. So, 8. Probably 8. So should I go forward or backward again? If it works like X at 8, you still have to get a non-anomalous level on 8 to actually win. Which, I mean, it's definitely anomalous. It's definitely anomalous because there's a lack of stripe. So,
Oh,
derivative games aren't bad, Kimmy. That's why this whole series exists. I like derivative games if they're done well. 9. What the fuck are we aiming for? We got 9 now.
yeah, and with derivative games, you can put your own spin on it.
Are we getting to 10?
Or you can just get some cash.
Cash. Base. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, that's the thing about being derivative is not bad because sometimes it creates a good base for you to then, build off of that. Do your own things with the concept. We've seen some great Exit 8 likes. That's why this series exists. So. Yeah, this one.
Kippy, I bet you can. Sorry, Kippy, I bet you can make a good Exit 8 like.
I'm seriously considering that this one might be below the other 2 F-tier games. One of them is X69, which sucks because it literally breaks, as Christovs knows. But at least it's kind of hilarious in some ways. And then the other one was, I believe it was called Spot the Difference. Let me double check that. The other one was Escape Floor Zero. Wait, no. Oh, that's right. Is It Different or Not barely snuck into D? That's the one I was thinking of with the classroom and the music. Escape Floor Zero was the other one that was absolutely broken. This one's still better than Escape Floor Zero because Escape Floor Zero pissed me off, and that's the only one that's actually managed to piss me off. But I do think this is worse than X69, so it gets middle of F, probably, I would say.
This does the cardinal sin of it's boring.
It's boring.
It's boring, and it's not very rewarding because you can't tell what's wrong and what's right, and so you get penalized for something, and you're like, what?
By the way, I'm gonna point out, I saw a little bit.
X8 games are boring by design. Disagree.
I saw a little bit. When the lights went out, the cells were open, and the prisoners were like able to get you.
Oh, I'm sure they weren't
something-
moving. They weren't moving though.
That should not be something you're like, same day.
This game is absolutely boring, Kibby. I'm just saying don't blame the concept. Don't use this game as a reason to blame the concept. I would not. That's like it's like playing a what was that, a Honda Rabbit for saying the cars suck. Like there was an old car called a Rabbit, and it was a really bad car. I just remember it being horrendous. Safety, functionality, everything.
But yeah, like there is plenty of alien tiers that proves that it can work.
I'm going back, by the way. I can't find a single thing wrong, thus I'm going back.
Oh my
Interesting.
god.
Let's see.
0! Okay, cool.
Oh.
Damn it!
See?
Maybe at 9 I was supposed to go forward. I know something weird there. Okay, I'll go through. Bobby's hand is a fist. What?
I'm sorry, that was the anomaly? Who's Bobby?
Who the fuck's Bobby? You mean this guy here having a fist randomly on one hand? Yeah, all of them just kind of have their hands. Their hands are neutrally outstretched on like every single one of them, but except for him. But I think that's just normal. He just does that.
Why is his name Bobby?
I don't know. He named him Bobby, I guess.
Unless that is the same anomaly. Twice
He does
in a
look
row.
like a Bobby.
Also, when the lights go off, the cells are not opened, actually.
Oh, never mind.
It's just dark, you couldn't tell. Bobby J went across the street since 12 years.
But still, in this environment, that should be like a freaking jump scare.
I apologize that we start with a boring one. That's the risk of... that's the risk and reward of the Exit 8 like series. Sometimes we have some really bad games. Alright. We're gonna commit to going back repeatedly. Until we get to 10, I guess. I'll still pop into the room in case an event... Sorry, I'm just like trying to pay attention to how good or bad the anime. You know, they have a physics engine that was demonstrated by how the doors were pushing me earlier. Why didn't they just use the physics engine on that guy?
I don't know if that's a physics engine or just...
Kibby, I also kind of agree.
Yeah, that is in poor taste.
I mean, I actually knew it existed. It was in the trailer, but I'm also like contemplating that now. Like, kind of, yeah. The sad truth is, like, quote unquote, just factually speaking, that's like the most interesting anomaly because there's like movement to it and stuff. But it's also very poor taste. So it's like that. It like almost gets a point for an interesting anomaly and then just immediately loses it again because of that. But you can see how heavily weighted this game is on anomalies. Entirely possible to... But yeah, the fist that he has balled up, which none of the others do, that's just normal, apparently. I didn't even notice that until now. But yeah, if his fist being balled up is not an anomaly... Oh. Huh. But also, really, the worst thing about this is just the obfuscation to your vision. The fact the cells are blocking your visibility and actually seeing, you know, what's going on. It's very tiresome on the eyes. You have to constantly look at all these fucking lines across your vision while you... Oh. I guess Prison Mill's serving you good vitamins. Wow, good work, developers. You scaled up the model. That was really hard, I'm sure.
Oh god, it's like my high school.
I mean, that can be
taller than me.
That can be done amusingly, but like...
Yes, fair.
It's all people gel. So here we are back at 9. Last time I was at 9.
I was always the smallest person in my school.
Last time I was at...
Go on.
Yeah. Oh, last time I was at 9, I went back and lost, so maybe I should go forward this time. I think that might be wise. Because I don't know what, like, number the game's supposed to end on, but whenever we reach that number, literally it doesn't even say in the Steam description what number you're trying to pursue. It's just arbitrary, apparently. I'm going to go forward. I might be wrong doing this, but if I am correct that you have to go forward with a particular number, what did I tell you? Remember, when I went back on 9 last time, the reason I lost was because I was supposed to go forward. I knew it. I knew it. See, I know these things. I've learned a lot. End of the loop. Finish the game. Oh, I just entered into a white light. Yeah, I've never seen that happen before. In the next city. Like, wow, but this is so boring and derivative.
I have to go.
They spent all of their lighting budget on that balloon lighting.
See you later, Shika.
I have to go.
Oh, I have to go. See ya.
Bye.
Oh, what the hell is going on here? Okay, Kibby, explain this. What has happened?
The great beyond.
I don't mean the void. I mean the little dots circling.
Bad alignment. I'm thinking.
Like, if I get too close, it disappears. I notice, but like, I don't know what this. At first, I was like, "Oh, there's light coming through a seam."
Yeah,
there's light coming through the seam, but like it's moving in little white dots. Though, if you look at closely, I don't know what this is.
Because there's like two things that are overlapping on top of each other. So sometimes the light is leaking through.
Oh, but why in little dots?
It just doesn't know which one to render.
But why is it like little BB pellets of light? Why is it like little circles?
Because it's Christmas.
Christmas! Yay! Does this door have shadows? Prison loop, restart. Oh, let me guess. If I restart... I'm curious. Nothing, right? I'm curious if they have an anomaly tracker. I don't expect it at all. I'm just checking for it. No, they don't. They have an anomaly tracker. Wow, this is... Oh, boy. Well, this doesn't even have a title screen, so I'll just sit here to talk about how...
Thanks for the review key, guys, but, don't expect the review.
Thanks for the review key, so I didn't have to pay for this. This one feels pretty easy to place. I already kind of decided. This is a good... This one reminds me... Actually, it does kind of remind me of Anomaly Loop in the sense that it... Anomaly Loop tried to do something interesting. It had the panic rooms, which did not really pan out to be that interesting, but at least they tried. Gold star. Kind of makes me think of some of the more generic Exit 8 likes that really are just like, oh, people like going through loops and looking for the difference, and then they go back or forward, and then they win. That's what people like. With the people like the Exit 8, so I should make I will make also a loop thing where things disappear and reappear, and I'll have a little spooky thing here and there which doesn't actually interact with the player. There's not a single interaction. Now, granted, we didn't probably see every anomaly, but I think we saw enough to get the gist. I don't think I think it's safe to say there's probably no actually interesting or interactive anomalies here. So this one goes just above Escape Floor 0 because it is less buggy than Escape Floor 0 and it is less frustrating than Escape Floor 0, and that's the only accolades I can give it. So
Escape Floor 0 is the one with the forest.
What a waste of fucking time, honestly, though. That is, yeah. We beat it, though.
Escape Floor 0 is the one with the forest, right? The flashlight.
Yes. Yes, that's the only one. The forest was the only one that upset me. Also, let's see here. I just realized I got an achievement, so let me look at the achievements list. Welcome to prison. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I have to show you guys this.
Oh dear.
How do I get this on screen? Does it actually show up on screen or does it not? No. Okay, I'll just print screen it. It's fine. My goodness. Look at this. Look at this. I looked at the achievement list. There's 3. It's one of those games that gives you an achievement for starting the game. Where it tells you, welcome to Procyon Route. Preside Loop. Welcome to Preside Loop.
God.
Effort. Every
Horrible.
inch and corner of this game, including the achievement list. Effort. So much effort. Should we find out what the hidden achievement is?
That is a perfect introduction to this.
It really is.
Meticulously bad.
No, wait, they were
Preside
cooking.
Loop.
Wait, okay, you're gonna have to follow that statement up to convince me. Let me. Oh my god, let me look at the global achievements to figure out the hidden achievement is. How? Okay, the achievement that I'm missing is Deadly Prison. Die for the first time. To what? To fucking what?
Well,
Hold on a
in
minute.
the trailer thing, it looked like there were fires.
Yeah, maybe the fire. We haven't seen the
Yeah.
fire one. Now the fire should be dead easy to find, though. I just need to open the door and look for fire. I'll try dying into fire. We'll see. Let's see if the dying can they make dying interesting, or is that going to be equally terrible? Spoiler, probably the
This
latter.
game
But
needs to die in a fire.
I mean, with how happy the anomalies are to show up, it shouldn't take me long to find the fire. So, unless I have to enter the room to trigger it.
There's an even worse requirement to finding anything.
What?
You have to play this game.
Death by boredom sounds worse than death by starvation or thirst.
Well, the question is which would come first.
Yeah, imagine you're fed and you're watered, but you don't have any stimulation whatsoever. You just lose your mind. So your mind essentially dies, but it's this horrible zombie. That's torture, actually. That sounds like.
You should look up the White Room experiments, I believe, if I recall correctly. Putting somebody in a soundproofed room with just pure white and no shadows, and leaving them in there for even a half hour is enough to fuck with people. If I recall. I'm going to attempt to find the fire because I want to... They tied a whole achievement to it. So this is like the anomaly they're proud of. So let's see the anomaly they're proud of real fast. I honestly don't think it... Oh my god, it's a guy. Oh, Deadly Prison, die for the first time. Well, I got it. That one guy got out of prison... And I like how I stood to the side to let him through, and he didn't even try to run at me, but I still died when he reached my location. Good work. Good fucking job.
We're done.
If everything is normal, go straight.
But what if we're gay?
I feel like this game will make me asexual, if that's the logic. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm not saying there is, but, you know. I'm just saying this game's numbing me. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, that's where it goes in the list. Middle of F tier. Congratulations, Prison Loop devs. Leakage Games. I'd like to remind you all, the developers for this is literally called Leakage Games. They lived up to that. This feels like the leakage of like some runoff of like an Exit 8 like game. Here's some runoff that was collected, and here's a game that's the runoff. And like there it is, Leakage Games.
Or leakage from a garbage bag.
Oh, goodness. Even worse, but yes. Okay, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. So, well, did my dues on that, I suppose. Tonight got all the achievements for some reason. Let me go ahead and just mark this. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, I'm looking at the list here. Let's go ahead and pull up the Wheel of Names. Now, how many games do I have right now?
Way too many. Just hydrate before you dehydrate.
32. So 32. Wait, what was the current number? Now, obviously, I'm counting the one in like I'm counting Prison Loop, and that just to keep to the logic. But we're going to spin 32 numbers and see what we end up with. So let's find out. This will be our next game, whatever it is. I get the feeling a lot of devs for these games might be young and not have a lot of experience. Just want to break in the field somehow. That's not how you do it. 31. Okay, that's a very...
Well.
Woo! 31. So second to last one. All right, what will that be? Ah, okay. Okay. So, looks like our next game will be Nightmare House. You are trapped in a nightmare. Go ahead.
This actually sounds more interesting.
Let's see. You are trapped in a nightmare. Observe the house and try to escape for this nightmare house. That feels like a slightly redundant statement, but I mean, it's fine. It's a Chinese game, so it's probably English translated. This one actually got updates, which is already promising by itself. You're trapped in a nightmare. Observe the house and try to escape from this nightmare house. Do not miss anything unusual. If you find something unusual, use the tools on the table in the living room. If you do not find anything strange, sleep in your bed. If you don't find anything unusual, go to bed. They really wanted to specify that. Go to bed if you don't see anything unusual, okay? Otherwise, use your tools. To go out of the house to the front door on the 6th when there is no anomaly. I guess that's the objective, to go out on the 6th. If you make a wrong choice, you'll be returned to day 1. Okay, so we gotta live through 6 days and leave. Okay. Let's see if Nightmare House can bring us back from the brink of boredom. Well, brink, more like chasm, but a Charmeleon, but with Charmander colors, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he's right. I used to be a Charmeleon, but I was orange. Okay, well, number 1 issue is the game. What's my mouse? I'm mousing around the settings. What's the mouse? Can you see the mouse movement? And is it choppy? I'm circling the settings text. Is it? Can you see the circling?
You're circling the settings text. It looks like one of those signs with a bunch of light bulbs around, and they light up in sequence.
Okay, I just hit quality low. How about now?
It's better.
We'll try that then. I like how the frame rate is actually a 60. At least it has a frame rate.
Much better.
It'll have to do.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Nightmare House. I wonder if those first characters mean something else. Let's see. Oh, we can unpin that message, by the way. I don't know how to do it. Could somebody unpin that?
Yep.
Give me 1 second. I'm actually gonna real fast just hit translate on this because I want to know what the first word says. Okay, it says Nightmare House. So it's Nightmare House, Nightmare House. That's what it says. Let's see here. Make figures popular in the moment with low effort, just get better over time. Here's the thing. If you want to make a shitty game just to learn how to develop games, that's fine, but don't sell it on Steam.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a shit visual novel to learn how to make visual novels.
Like, feel free to make your make shitty games. You kind of need to make shitty games to make better games. But, like, don't fucking sell them, you loser, you know? Or at least, if you think it's worth something, maybe $1, you know? But...
if you think it's worth something and you know it's crap, just make it cheap as hell.
Otherwise, just release it for free. Get some feedback that way. You get better feedback on your crappy early games if you release them for free. Because otherwise, you won't get much of anything. It costs money to put a game on Steam. I don't know why they do it. It costs $100. They expect these devs to make the really... Like, I want you guys to realize that the really bad games we play, devs spend $100 to put those on Steam, typically. So they expect to make that back with their shitty games. And that's quite interesting. I think they're just trying to sucker that, like, 100 people with $1 or 50 people with $2, and, you know. Yeah, it costs $100 flat. And then that's it. It's just a flat fee, though. Anyways, let's start up Nightmare House and see if this can actually improve. Now, I've lowered the setting. I've lowered the quality, but it probably won't matter that much. I can see it's kind of lowered the resolution a bit, but it probably won't really matter for you guys too much. Just let me know if it runs, like, really poorly, I guess. Operation. Okay. This has an opening cutscene and a prompt of text. This seems more professional already. So we can pause of escape, move of WASD, crouch, control, shift, run, and interlac with left click. In case we need to interlac. Very important. It's probably still running a bit rough. I could probably lower the resolution. I was thinking about doing that. I wonder if camera shake is that. Yep. I've disabled camera. Oh, there is some mouse acceleration on this game. It seems to be. How's that running? That looks pretty good on my end, at least. The resolution of textures is kind of down a bit. Oh, but if I approach them, they go up. That's better. Okay. Say what you want, Peter Murphy. Eyes wide open. How to grow super trees. Super trees. Some interesting books here.
Theory.
Theory?
Theory.
What kind of theory? Oh yeah, theory. I see there. By Tom somebody or other. Oh, I like the big book of novels. What's this? Raw Schiller. OMG. Is that the name of the book? OMG.
One of my favorite tropes is when people have fun with the titles of books and stuff. Because I know most people are just going to gloss over them, but if you do take the time to look at them, you find a lot of stupid little jokes. Oh, Eyes Wide Open 2.
Also, KB, I was going to comment on that too. I believe this is a house that's been used for horror games before. All right, it is 31st Sunday, 2024.
I noticed we're also
3:31.
Yeah, there's fisheye. Yeah.
There is a little bit. There's also a weird screen border effect if you can see it around the edge of my HUD. That's not
what is this kind of lens called though? It's not quite fisheye, but
slightly disorienting. That's what it's called to be.
I mean, I've seen it before.
Let's read the memo.
Not quite dramatic aberration.
Okay, I wasn't expecting the game that starts with a Chinese character name just suddenly throw Spanish at me. I have to admit.
No, that's Italian.
Wait, no, that's not. Yeah, though it's not Spanish. No,
that's Italian.
Yeah.
One moment. Language English. Just double checking.
I don't know Italian. I just somehow can recognize.
Hold on. Wait, if that's Italian, then what happens if I select Italian? It's Italian. Okay.
What about Spanish?
Yeah, can somebody else read this if I switch to Spanish? Is that no? It's still. I think this note is only in Italian, which okay.
Which confuses me because the game title has kanji in it, and I'm like, wait, so this is made by some Japanese developer?
Chinese, I believe it's Chinese characters. I thought that was a.
Same thing.
For a second there, I thought that was like a giraffe dog with a long neck. No, it's a hand.
I don't think Chinese has the character. It's very simple.
Let me see. I mean, I'll verify if you'd like me to. Hold on.
Okay. This game has a picture of somebody petting a dog. So does this mean that this game?
No, you're right. It is Japanese. I thought it was a Chinese. I thought the second character was Chinese specifically, but no, it's not. It is indeed Japanese. All right.
Anyway, so
the
picture of a dog being pet. Does that mean this qualifies for petting the dog in the game?
I can't. You have to pet it yourself for it to count. Also, the note being in Italian is fine. I believe it's probably the same information as the store description where it said, if there's an anomaly, get my tools and deal with it. If there is an anomaly, sleep in the bed. And I'm trying to get to day 6. Though I don't really understand. I mean, it's 31st, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I guess.
Yeah, if you want me, I can just going through the translator.
What's that?
Would you like me to go into the translate? Okay,
you can
anomalies. Use the tool on the table, living room if something is unusual. If you don't find anything, sleeping on your bed. But yeah, it's the same thing.
Well, I guess there is one thing. It said living room, so now I know where the tools are. I'll probably find them. But what are the tools?
Number 4.
Yeah.
Mutation does not exist in the bedroom. Okay.
Rotation?
Mutation.
Motation? Motation?
Is that mutation? Mutation.
Spell that.
Mutation.
Mutation doesn't exist, so we won't transform to other things while in the bedroom. Good to know.
I guess so. Yes.
There are no anomalies in the bedroom.
Oh, that's what that means. Yeah, no anomalies in the bedroom. Yeah. Oh, what's going on here, sir? So we have a friend here, and oh my. He seems so genuinely happy to see me, but also there's a revolver on the table.
Gee, I wonder which country this takes place in.
I don't need it now. Okay. Oh, I remember now. I added this Nightmare House. I added a while back. This is the FPS Exodate.
Eh?
I believe. That gun ain't just for show.
What the heck?
Well, at least they're giving you a cool gun.
Yeah, I believe this is one of the weird ones. Oh, damn. Look at he's so genuinely happy to see us. I think he prepared us dinner. Wine and some spaghetti meatballs.
Hey, I had baked ziti.
I guess we should sit down and eat, and then I'll shoot things
50 rocket
tomorrow.
punches on the table.
Yeah, this one, I believe this one has gunplay. So, I don't know how much gunplay, but it definitely has gunplay. It's making this a weird Exodate, like, because none of the others have had that. So, this is the first time we've had one with gunplay. See how it works.
So, Exodate where we can actually defend ourselves from the anomalies that can kill us?
I guess so. Do you want to... I guess let's... So, the bedroom doesn't need to be paid attention to, I guess, according to that. So, let's pay attention to everything else. So, we have a picture of what really looks like somebody's, like a mob boss's muscle. That's what this guy looks like. That's Flunky. He'll put you in the dirt if you upset the boss. Got two little antique lights on the wall. Got a candelabra and a nice decorative plate. We have a ship. A sketch of a ship. Got a little white dresser and an old little sofa chair. Half-closed blinds. Curtains open. Door I can't open. So, alright. What the hell is this light up here? This does not look like it fits this old house. What is that light? Okay, well, we got whatever the hell you call that. The tic-tac-toe light. You can play tic-tac-toe in it. Let's see.
I call it a waffle light.
That's fair. Waffle light. We got a front door. Let's go to bed today. That sounds like a great thing to do today. Just sleep. Got another antique light. Half-drawn blinds.
Honestly.
What's that?
Honestly, it does.
Got a little floral lamp here on a little end table. Wooden end table. Nothing at the bottom shelf. We got a little closet here with some boxes, Tupperware, or those plastic storage boxes. We got a whole cabinet in there too, and some... Okay, take a look. All right. What else we got? Got another antique lamp there. It's just a fern. Little end table again. Our little coffee table. White leather sofa. Another sofa chair. A fireplace with nothing in it aside from the metal rack that probably has a name I don't know about. But it's whatever holds the wood. We got a bunch of books up here on a raised bookshelf. Got two more potted plants above the fireplace. I wouldn't put them there next to the fire, but you know that's what they're doing. We got a picture.
Sorry,
what's that?
You said you didn't know the name of something?
Whatever the metal rack that you place in a fireplace to hold the logs you're going to burn. It probably has a name.
Yeah, it's in the English language. We have a name for everything.
I don't know what it's called, though. I just call it the metal rack that holds wood, but it probably has an actual name. And then we got a picture of fruit and tea. Apples and tea and a plant.
Still life.
Another raised bookcase, two cabinets that actually are here too, so that's just cloned. Got a very just He just looks so genuinely happy to see me. He's wearing jeans, black sneakers, white t-shirt. There's a little what basket table here. A tall lamp and a picture of Venice behind him. Okay. Got a little table, small living room dining table set up outside of the dining room with 2 chairs. Light switch. Yeah, this place is very dirty because this is meant to be a horror house, not a horror house, mind you. My English is I mean, I don't know. Yeah, like moldy rug, by the way. It looks old. Moldy. Cool. Door rug, bigger rug here, bigger rug across this area. Okay, a lot of rugs. And then dining room, 6 chairs, spaghetti. Note this, because I might mistake this for an anomaly. One plate, the plate closer to the front door has knife on the left, fork on the right. The other plate has fork and then knife on the left. So they're arranged differently, note that.
Mm.
So I might mistake that a different arrangement as an anomaly, but no. Then there's just bottle of wines, and what else we got here? We got wine jars and mysterious cans. Radlers what? Bottles, a bunch of bowls, plates, some spice containers, typical kitchen cabinets, a wide trash can with nothing in it, some more cans on the middle shelf above the trash can, a picture of a red building, a potted plant, what looks like a bedroom dresser that shouldn't be here, a big ol' probably pantry closet thing. Pantry cabinet. Though that might be a double door to something over here. I can't open any doors, by the way. And then over here we got lights, and we got an orb light at the end of this hall. Okay, beer cans probably. Oh yeah, we have a nice 5-tiered chandelier in the living room. 5 lights on that. There's another orb lamp over here, too. Okay.
Orb.
Also, every single light seems to be on except for the lamp right next to the guy. And the ones at the front door. And the ones going up the stairs. So actually, quite a few of them are on. Never mind. But yeah, I get it for the most part. All right, let's sleep. I'm still going to expect the bedroom just in case. What's going on here? Is somebody running a sheep? What is this?
Good.
Sheep.
It's too big for a sheep.
Somebody riding a sheep.
Rude.
A goat.
Is that a goat? It's too big for a goat. I'm going to sleep now. I'm so glad this game has shadows. They seem to be baked shadows, but at least they're there. I like baked shadows. They're more efficient. As long as they're done well.
Baked? What's the difference between baked and dynamic for shadows?
Dynamic means that if you throw in a physics object around the environment, the shadows will change. Baked just means that they won't, because they're baked into the environment before action. It's baked in at the
pre-built asset.
Yeah, pre-built shadow asset, basically. For instance, so like here,
just painted there.
Like for instance, if you could close this door, this baked asset would not change. You still have light coming through even if the door closed. That's a baked asset.
Shadow. I know it's the shadow of the fan moves.
Well, that's not a baked asset. That's a dynamic asset. Now, I don't know how many of these are baked or dynamic. It can be hard to tell sometimes, but yeah. All right, so let's go downstairs and figure out what's going on, I guess.
Probably baked because if it's not going to change very much, why bother?
You seem normal. Oh, I never even checked. He has a Rolex. Did he always have a Rolex?
I don't remember.
And a wedding ring. So we are married. Okay.
But yeah, he had Adidas last time. Like he does now.
He does have same features? Are you saying that he has the same features as last time? Fair?
Yeah.
Okay.
At least the shoes.
The shoes I did watch. They black sneakers with some stripes. So I guess I'm supposed to pick up the gun and shoot whatever's different. I presume. Unless, of course, I see no differences, which... Yeah, no, everything seems pretty okay. Actually, a fair number of little assets that I could miss, so I have to be a bit mindful. Everything seems on the up and up. I'll just sleep. See how he does. I should probably check the calendar before I did that, but oh well. 2. I assume that previously we were on 1, so I was correct. There was no anomaly. Yeah, I wonder if I'm just supposed to pick up the gun and just shoot whatever is different. I guess we'll find out. Waking up from a nightmare. That's what it says if I mouse over the gun. Haha. I have parkour. Oh, I see an anomaly. The little living room eating table is gone.
Yeah.
So... Oh, do I... Waking up from a nightmare. How's this gonna work? Yeah, that's what I thought. Meanwhile, the guy's just staring lovingly at me the whole time. Okay.
Oh.
Well, I guess that's what...
That's our reset.
I guess that's our getaway for the anomaly. Well, I guess it's like, well, the anomaly proves that what we have is not real, so we need to escape it, basically, I think. That's 3.
Huh, the date didn't change.
Maybe this isn't the game I was thinking of. I may have mixed it up. It's been a while since I've added some games to the list. There is definitely an FPS on Exit 8 like, but we haven't run into it just yet, I don't think. Unless this is the one that it gets or action packed later. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
So if there is an anomaly, we use the gun.
I just know that there is an Exit 8 like that has a shotgun. That's all.
Yeah, Kibby, I noticed that and I'm like, okay, it was bad enough when Persona 3 did it.
I think the idea here is that we're only waking ourselves up from a nightmare. That's the idea. So I think the idea is, I think it's kind of like that. Oh, didn't Inception do that? Where like, oh, things aren't right here. I need to like actually like throw myself off a building so I can get out of this or something. Like I don't remember. Like basically, it's not real, so I need to like force myself to wake up.
Don't know. Never watched Inception.
I think that's the idea here. I would say maybe a bit poor taste, though. I agree, but like, I think I kind of get what they're going for here. It's not real. That's the thing.
Look at the plates. I mean the food.
It looks normal.
I thought I saw both of them had utensils on one side.
No. They're good. So you didn't want me to look at the plate or the food. You want me to look at the table / utensils. Yeah. Words. They're hard. Let's see.
Everyone has a weird idea of what horror should be. That's why it's such a huge, weird genre.
Wait, hold on a second. Behind the food, was it always a vase of flowers painting? I didn't actually pay attention.
I didn't mention.
I don't remember seeing the vase of flowers. Was I just missing that? Yeah? Okay, so somebody confirmed it. Alright. Well... He looks like he's just excited. Like, oh, right, I'm ready to do the thing we're going to do. Like, which is, I guess, using the revolver. I don't know. Wait, what? I can select the door? It's too early to select the door.
Yeah, if you get to day 6, I guess you can shoot
Oh.
to go outside.
He was happy until I tried to leave.
That was actually kind of creepy.
Yeah, not bad. One thing I will complain about is I'm running. I've seen this before. I think it's like a stock movement pack or something. But like I've noticed this before, like where I have to hold shift the whole time to move slowly. But if I let go of shift, let me just let go of shift. Let me show you guys what I have to deal with if I am not holding that down. Oh, hey, it's you guys from the from X8 where you're blocking the hallway.
Nice suits.
This is just where we keep our butlers when they're not doing other things. We just keep them in the closet.
Yeah, just keep them on display.
You know, gets out of the way.
They're trophy butlers.
But yeah, look at this walking speed. Basically, our run speed is this. Our run speed is basically a tolerable walk, and our walking speed is literally like, holy shit, come the fuck on.
Oh, your pinky's gonna get tired.
It will, indeed. I do appreciate they let me skip, well, partially because the scene is a little distressing, I suppose, but also just the amount of time it takes, too. You're allowed to skip, which I appreciate that they did consider that. Well, I would like to note that since this game is Japanese, it came from the same place as Persona. It seems like the Japanese treat this topic a little differently than the West does.
Yeah, oh my god, mental health in Japan. Oh my god.
Not exactly an advanced subject,
yeah.
No,
I'm not going to get started on that.
Japan has a lot of social issues. It's not just about mental health. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of psychological horror does do that, as could be said. I'm not really offended by any of this stuff in this game, but because it's more of a metaphorical nightmare thing. But I will agree, and I'm not offended when most psychological horror does stuff like that. But I will agree, it's a complete trope and kind of boring as such. It's like, okay, that again, you know, like blah, whatever.
We just pinch your arm.
Just pinch your arm. Well, like, yeah, that would maybe work too. Everything seems fine actually. So up I go. Makes no sense to love anyone's, especially they never seem to have something to say. I mean, a game doesn't have to make a message. It doesn't have to have a message. But I do agree that I feel like a lot of horror games try to have a message, but the message is really flaccid.
Yeah, horror for horror's sake, it has its place, but honestly, I think the place for horror's sake is that place in Halloween, because that entire holiday is just about creepiness and having fun with that.
I like horror, but I'm very, very picky of horror games because I feel like whenever a developer starts making a horror game, like 9 times out of 10, they're just like, right, time to use all the tropes that people find spooky and all the story beats people find spooky and all the story beats that have worked for other horror games that I'm going to copy. And it's just, it feels like the moment somebody wants to make a horror game, it's like, all right, time to throw my creative process into the trash. Time to be creatively bankrupt and copy other things that other games have done. Like, I don't know what it is of horror, but it causes people to just be really, really uninspired a lot of times when they set out to make a horror game. Two was good. Silent Hill 2 was quite good.
The Silent Hill games in general
3 was good too.
Or just, they're good, honestly. But I'm a scaredy cat, and I watched Royal Mythor play them on YouTube, and he's got a setup where it's this bad setup where it things not look that detailed. It looks a little bit fuzzy. So that helps me with the horror aspect a bit. So I'm a wussy.
Did you do that intentionally, or are you just basically saying, yeah, he has a really bad stream setup, but I really enjoy it, actually? Like,
well, he's a YouTuber.
Oh, nonetheless, is it like a bad setup intentionally, or a bad setup because he's just not good at recording?
I guess maybe it's just not great at recording. I mean, he's just a guy in Texas or something.
Just, you know, those Texans, they can't record things very well.
No. I think he's just forced to use lower quality stuff because he can't afford to.
That's fair.
Stuff.
That's I've been there. I used to use a computer that could barely run a GBA emulator. So I've been there. So day 4. We're trying to reach 6, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So once I hit 6, I should try leaving then.
I mean, unless there's an anomaly, maybe.
Unless there's an anomaly. Yeah. Alright, let's look around. So far, this game seems fair. I just can't stand this walking speed. Kibby, is there like a default movement plugin pack, something or other for Unity? Because that is just really slow. Because this isn't the first Unity game I played where I'm just like, oh my god, I have to jam down the shift key to have semblance of movement because the walking speed is just absolutely atrocious, and the run is basically a walk, and it's like, ugh.
Only thing I can think of for why it's so slow is to give the player time to examine things.
True, but there's just enough. There's enough travel in this game between, especially considering you have to go downstairs every single time to look around. And, like, there's just enough travel in this environment that I really can't stand it. Also, why not let the run be faster when you consider that if I really want to scrutinize, I can just walk. Like, I could just choose not to run if I wanted to. So let me have a little bit of run speed. Everything seems fine for the food. Drinks. This game feels like it has a fair balance of, like, the anomalies actually being notable, so you can actually pay attention to. So does this door always have 2 locks? That's really weird for a double door.
That is weird.
If you wanted to, you could overlay Doom's UI on it. To be fair, this isn't Doom. I mean, I guess not. I wasn't wanting Doom speed. I just wanted a little bit more than this reluctant half jog that the character is doing when I tell him to run.
You're secretly a zombie.
Maybe it's slow because we're in a dream. And you know when you're in a dream and you try to run, your legs feel like lead.
True. I guess. I mean, I don't think I've had that experience. 5. I guess I'm doing all right. So this game just seems to be completely willing to not have anomalies. Like, this seems pretty 50-50 now. Like, the number one thing to get you started on an X8 leg is figure out the weight. Figure out the weight of whether there will be an anomaly or not. Figure out what it aims for more, or if it is in fact rather even. This one seems to be rather even. I mean, it's a little early to determine that for sure, but feels pretty pretty balanced. Maybe leaning a little bit more towards surrealism. Surrealism works really well. I like surrealism for horror as well, just for weirding me out. I like surreal games, even if they're not necessarily scary. I usually find
surrealism well.
Yeah, if games are doing surrealism, whether it's horror or not, if it's a horror game doing surrealism, then that horror game is immediately probably a lot more inspired than a lot of the schlock I run into. Wow, okay, I'm not really seeing any issues here. Or anything
is that both cutlery on the same side? Is that normal?
It's
yes.
Right on one and on the other.
I made that the first loop because I knew that it looked kind of weird because the silverware is on both sides of one plate, but on one side on the other plate. That is how it always was, though. So I made special note of that at the beginning to make sure I didn't get tripped up by that.
Good.
Feel like something I would get tripped up by because it does look weird. Yeah, I guess I'll go back to bed. I have not much to say in this situation. It all seems fine.
Mm-hmm.
It was fine. It is day 6. So I guess that means I have to make sure there's no anomalies, and if there aren't any, I can then leave? Is that the idea, I think?
Seems normal.
Spin me right round, baby. All right.
Yeah, I haven't seen any anomalies yet.
I like the swoosh sound. That really adds to it. Well, I guess I'll shoot myself. I suppose. I feel like he's the one that should, though. But you know, waking up from the nightmare of my husband's head is spinning way too much. I guess that would be disturbing if your loved one's head was doing that. Yeah, see, we're still on day 6, so first, yeah, kind of deserves that, I'd say. I think he's got a demon issue, so probably should. Man, obviously I said that very matter-of-factly and not seriously, but I'm just like thinking to myself, man, YouTube just ruined everything. You can't say the word kill anymore, you know?
Yeah, just...
I recently read a... What's that?
What are they saying now?
Unalive. I recently read a thing that really kind of expressed better what I was already feeling. The replacement words unalive, and there's a few others, but unalive, the most common one. I don't like using it. I don't want to use it because, as one person put it, it makes a mockery of a serious topic. And it really does.
Yeah.
It's like there's censorship, and then there's using words to dance around a topic that should just be faced properly. Also factually speaking, too. Like, there's a few YouTubers that say erase. That's true. I think we can mostly blame Logan Paul for YouTube cracking down on that sort of thing, though. I think.
Oh God, what did he do?
If you don't know, just look it up.
I know he's a scammer.
No. It's just look it up. Just look up Logan Paul controversy. You'll find it. I'm surprised you don't
I know
know.
he's controversial. I just don't exactly know how.
He effectively made a video involving dead people that probably set up YouTube to no longer want people to talk about death. He was probably a large part of the reason. We don't need hints, JV. I don't really want to talk about on the street. I brought it up as an illusion because I figured everyone probably knew about that incident. So, censors for cartoons in the 90s were extremely uneven, just didn't do their job well. Today's censor stuff randomly seems like a continuation of it, just very random. You see that, but I'm just thinking of all the cartoons of the 90s where the animators were just like wondering what they could get away with, and that was kind of like a game. What could they get over the censors' heads, Not in a sloppy way, just in a, hey, how could we be clever with this joke, Which I actually thought was quite funny.
Fingerprints.
Also,
I still need to watch the new Animaniacs.
No, wait. Damn it. Were these blinds always drawn all the way? Because these ones are, most of them are half. But are those supposed to be at half too?
I want to say that they're usually drawn all the way, but
I wasn't paying to that corner of the room, so I wasn't paying attention to those windows. I think we're good.
I have no idea.
I think we're good. Let's see if I'm wrong. Yay!
I do want to see the other anomalies in this, though. Because this one's shorter than other ones.
One thing I will say, though... Oh, yeah, I'll keep going with this one. One thing I will say, though, it's... Exit 8 ends with a white screen and birds, and so does this one. I think that's a really lame ending, but a lot of the Exit 8 likes will do that, because derivative... Like, I feel like sometimes the dev is like, well, I want to do what that game did, so... I gotta copy that way they ended, or I gotta copy that way. It's like, you don't have to. You could end it a different way. But remain anomalies 29. This one has a tracker. 29. Yeah, we've only found a small number. It appears that I have all achievements aside from finding all anomalies. So it looks like the only actual objective of the game, besides winning, is to find the anomalies. So, okay. You know, there's a skip button on screen for the opening scene too, but it doesn't actually work. All right. Oh yeah, it says right here, undiscovered anomaly 29. Okay, cool. I always like if they bother to put. Listen, if one of these games bothers to put a tracker in the game, then they cared about their project a little bit, because they actually have a. Oh, I see too. Do you see the problem?
I don't see the problem.
I see.
Day 0 is in daytime.
No, it's day 1. We're not on day 0. We're on day 31st. This is actually the start. This is the start of gameplay. We're on 1. So that's an anomaly. That's the anomaly.
Especially because it's night upstairs.
Wait, what?
Check your room.
That is weirdly trippy. I can have a night and day on the same screen.
Yeah, it's night only in your room.
Because my room doesn't change. It said so.
Yeah.
Which actually helps.
That's a really easy one to see.
That's actually very helpful in a way. By the way, I'm only allowed to skip once I start picking up the gun, so that little zoom in I have to wait on. It's fine. I mean, obviously, I think what I'll do with this one is just keep grabbing the gun, because that will... Because you kind of... Well, I guess winning isn't a big deal, considering that you could just shoot to not win, I guess. But I'm just going to keep shooting, because that way, you know, I keep messing up and resetting so we can keep looking. It'd be faster that way, to put it simply. That being said, I'm still going to try to find the anomaly, not just blindly shoot. Which is generally a bad idea in most cases. So 28. So far, the anomalies have been pretty spottable too. Like, I have noticed. I don't see anything wrong in this room. I'm not going to look super hard because, again, the walk speed is so slow. But I'm going to look around and see if I can find the anomaly. Let me guess. Reset? Because I don't think there was one. Yep, thought so. Yeah, again, I think that you can generally figure them out without too much trouble. At least this environment is actually well lit. Yeah, I have no complaints about the lighting. Oh. I didn't say you're bringing your brother over. He seems less impressed to see me. You know what? If you brought your brother over, I think I know what I'm going to do. How I feel about your brother.
I warned you.
Like, oh man, another one? Do I really have that effect on everyone?
You know how it is. You might love somebody, but you meet their in-laws and it's like, I'd rather not. It's like, oh. I got invited into the pink room.
Ooh.
So low.
Oh.
Of course, we're probably gonna die.
Yeah, probably. Oh no, it's Mom! She doesn't like it when I invade her room.
She's still smiling, though.
She is both happy to see me and ready to kill me, I guess.
White woman jump scare!
White woman jump scare! Karen jump scare!
I want to speak to your manager.
Yeah, obviously I knew I was going to throw that anomaly solving away if I went in there. It was pretty obviously a trap, but I wanted to see what would happen. Because this game's actually trying, so it's worth taking a look, you know? I think this is a normal loop. Right, Hayden?
No, it looks like she had a pretty plain haircut to me.
That Karen haircut is kind of plain. So I don't know why we have like a mobs heavy as a portrait upstairs. Like, who is that? Huh. Did the ceiling light always form a like clover pattern on the ceiling?
I think it makes sense with the shadows of the...
Probably. I just never noticed that. I just never noticed that before.
Yeah, this is very much definitely a out in the country kind of house.
Yeah, definitely an older
It's
one.
a decent house, but...
Well, the grime and stuff is because this is meant to be a horror house, like I said. So this is being used in more like a cozy vibes, but it's so grimy because it's not meant to be cozy. It's not. This asset was not built for this reason. If you can afford to live in a house like this, you have to be the mafia organized crime somehow. I mean, maybe nowadays.
That's the actual owner. It's an Airbnb.
Alright, switching to watch now. Because my tablet is glitching.
Did the curtains change color?
I don't think so.
No?
Okay.
No,
Well,
it doesn't
it's
look
weird
like
that those... Wait, hold on.
Do you have curtains in your room?
Ah, good point.
I think there's a different pattern on the ones in the kitchen.
There is, yeah. They have floral pattern. Let's try to keep track of this number so that I know when I've actually discovered an anomaly, because then we can consider if we actually noticed it or not. The number is currently at 27, so if it goes down after this loop in, then we'll know something was up. Yeah. These were these always floral curtains? I feel like something's off in that right now. Like, I guess I'll find out in a
We'll
second.
find out.
We'll find out. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. The game does kind of waste your time. Like, hey, you need to wait for the zoom in, and you need to run really slowly. 27, so there was no anomaly. So I guess the kitchen curtains are just built different. Shrug.
I like how he just sits there and stares silently.
Always watching, Wazowski.
Don't worry, I left the gun right on the table like I always do.
Right, again, I don't see a problem.
You should probably go down that hallway.
Which hallway?
The one after the kitchen.
There was no problem.
Because maybe that door will do something if you get close.
Oh, yeah. But that's more walking.
Yeah, that's more walking. I don't like the walk. The walking speed pisses me off. Okay, I'm gonna say this, especially considering this game seems heavily weighted towards not having anomalies. I'm gonna say
That thumping sound you just heard was a ferret scratching themselves very, very fast.
I see.
Good.
Like, the walking speed feels like... I don't know why developers make games. Like, I do think this game's pretty good overall, but I will hiss about this. Games where the running feels like walking and the walking may as well just never be done because it's horrible. Oh, there's an anomaly. Huh.
We'll never know what.
It was subtle, whatever it was. I challenge you all to figure out what that is, YouTube. And streamgoers, if you want to look back at the VOD. Oh.
Not the jelly gel.
That's a lot of strawberry jam. Or ketchup.
There's also like... I see.
They really want you to dodge that.
Yeah, they really do, don't they? I don't think this one's actually going to try to kill me, but that's an interesting one. I think I heard a doorbell. Yeah, I thought that was one of you guys in the VC, though, right? Last level? Last loop? There's a doorbell sound, but I'm pretty sure it was one of you guys. Was it maybe the game?
I didn't hear one.
I didn't hear.
Fair.
Not me.
Maybe it was the game. Maybe that's what. Maybe that was the anomaly. Then the doorbell wouldn't be unreasonable, but it sounded really muffled, like it's just in the background of somebody's mic. So I didn't pay it much mind.
Something like a doorbell.
It definitely was a doorbell-ish sound.
It might have been a notification.
It was a doo-doo. It was a doo-doo.
That might have been a notification from my phone.
Okay. See, that's what it sounded like. Somebody's mic picking up something.
I definitely did not hear a doo-doo.
Oh, there you go, Essler. All right, I'll go into the basement.
Hooray!
Oh. That's where the brother hangs out normally, I guess. What are we doing down here?
Getting killed by the brother.
Oh, this is your clone, I see. Well, I'm gonna check the darkness, I guess.
Are we gonna by a group?
What's that?
Are we going to be eaten by a group?
Okay, nothing actually spooky is happening, which actually makes this a little more unnerving.
Grab a chair.
Aha, I knew it.
The door slams.
It's basement time.
Yep. Called it.
Try me eating fries in his basement. What a mood. Wait, did the number go down after I died?
I think it did.
Did it just count?
26 before.
Yeah. Oh, hi.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
It might. Let's keep track of that. When I died through the next anomaly, let's see if it actually tracks or not. Oh, okay. The basement clone has moved upstairs and watched to monitor me more. It's great, lovely. But yeah, this game definitely has more effort. I mean, like literally, just like, hey, go through this door, and here's an entirely separate model environment just for the anomaly. Like, yeah, that's actual effort. Like we've had 2 rooms like that actually so far. So. Yeah, the anomalies of this actually are intriguing. I'd like to find them all. Or at least trigger them all. If I miss the really extremely subtle ones, that's fine. Because the really extremely subtle ones are not going to be that interesting, generally. You gotta have some subtle ones here and there to actually make you look around. It makes sense, but something feels no, maybe not. I expect dinner to change into something weird at some point. Huh. No entry. Well, actually, this would be a perfect time to check because I feel like this is going to kill me again. What's the number at right now?
I think 26.
24. So you're very off. 24. All right, let's go. Let's go. Break the rules. Let's see if we get 23 or if it stays at 24. Oh, they were kidding. All right, then. I guess I'll just go over here then. They didn't actually let me down that time.
Rude.
Is that no entry?
$23. If it counts you die into anomalies, that's very nice of it. Wait a minute. There were 2 of you before. Let me guess. Everyone, yeah. Yeah, we really appreciate that mob boss is heavy. He's a really cool guy. I mean, when he's not, shaking people down.
That's definitely the owner of the house.
Not sure why there's a skip button, but it only lets me skip once the gun's actually started to pick up. Like, why can't I skip before that? The skip button actually shows up behind my boofer head right the moment I click the gun, so it's weird that I can only skip once I wait like 3 more seconds. Yeah, this one's like I have missed one, but like overall this seems pretty fair. Okay, yeah, I think everything's normal. Or at least kind of games don't let you skip stuff. Yeah, I do appreciate that I can skip it all. And the game up sequence could be sped up too. 22. Yeah, there's no anomaly there. Or wait. No, there was an anomaly. Whoa, wait, there was an anomaly. I didn't see it though.
No.
Last loop, I don't know.
Last time.
Oh, wait, no. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Wiggle. Giving the quiz.
Enough what? Enough what? Telling me enough? Just kidding.
Enough. Let's see if we can find... No. Okay, yeah, alright.
Yes.
Back in my day, we had no skip option. Ow. Yeah, that was, again, no anomaly. Which don't surprise me none. Honestly. Yeah, this game seems pretty 50-50. So... with how slow you have to play it, it really is. Well, here you have to consider though, like the movement speed isn't the only problem. The fact that we have to go through a cutscene to switch to the next loop is a lot less seamless than a typical exit like where you're just going through a hallway and you just go back and through it again. And you're just it's kind of seamless. There's no loading, no cutscene. So I think I prefer that over having to sit through a little cutscene each time because that really slows things down. But it's also why I'm going to just keep using the gun because I want to make sure that I don't miss any anomalies because that would just take even longer. Oh, 21. There was an anomaly there. I did not catch that. I'm not looking super hard anymore, admittedly, but I am looking. I do wonder what it was. Anybody have any thoughts? Actually, I wonder if the fern was missing.
I think Fern was there.
I'm just here for the... Oh. Oh, this is so a trap. What are we at right now?
22.
22?
21.
I think so. Oh yeah, 21 because we yeah.
I literally just found an
we
anomaly that I
yeah.
don't know what it was. So 21. I'm gonna probably die now. So let's see. Let's see what happens here. Oh, there's another. Okay. Oh no. Okay, one thing I will say is that he has jump scared me 3 times. That's a little bit boring. Oh, still 21. Okay, yeah, dying to an anomaly does not count as completed.
Good to know.
So that's like 2 or 3 of those that you got killed by.
Yeah, well, I've gotten killed 3 times. Once by the Karen, twice by this guy.
And there was even a mobster photo of that one, so it should have been him.
Yeah, it should have been. Mobster guy just shows up.
I think he's being killed by the guy thrice now. Counting the time he went out of the door early.
Oh yeah, it's true. That actually would be 4 times then. Or 3 times? 3 times.
3 times by the guy, once by the
yeah. That's okay, Kibby. I get you.
Happens to all of us.
So we know of 3 anomalies that we'll be coming across, and I'll just be solving properly. Were you always breathing that hard? Like, I don't know, body motion. Feels like he's moving more or something. Could be wrong about that, though. I don't know. I might just be mistaken, but... Was I mistaken? Yeah, I'm mistaken. Okay. Yeah, it is a weird sitting posture. It looks like if he held that for a while, he would really get some back pain. Oh. My giantess husband. Wait, giant husband, I guess. My giant husband, romance novel.
I like how he's not quite sitting down.
Yeah, he's not positioned quite correctly.
Giant husband, my giant husband.
It is a bit lazy. I would have at least scaled the chair so it makes more sense, but oh well. So this one is better, but I have to admit it's the slow speed of everything and moving between loops is kind of slow. So I would say it's still yeah.
It's getting grating.
Oh, sorry. Do you need help, sir?
No, it's getting grating.
Oh, you didn't notice it. Yeah, it's the knocking sounds.
Oh, hi guys. I wasn't looking in your cupboard. Don't worry. No, it's fine. Really. Oh. The bodyguards. They're not letting me. I'd like to talk.
It's definitely a mafia house.
Just staring at the other ones.
I like that they have suddenly look like slightly neutral, but slightly smiling.
Smuggy. Yes.
So what's going on here then? By the way, it says skip, so I guess I'm in a cutscene. I'm going to die in a second, probably. So, skip what though? What happens if I left click? Nothing. Huh. I don't even.
Games.
This is very unusual. I'm not sure what happened, but okay. Guess I'll wake up from this. I hate how they smile. I hate how all of them smile too. See, these guys are mafia. They really do. This does seem to be a mafia place, honestly.
That's why they don't bat an eye. Is you just sit down and grab the gun.
That was a really weird one because, like, I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to take away. There's scary sounds, something seeped out of the cupboard, the opposite door's open, and the bodyguards are like, hello, we're not going to let you talk to our boss here. Like, okay. What that have to do with the cupboard?
That's where they hid the body.
Ah, that explains the seepage.
Body of what? Goth?
Somebody who wronged the family, probably.
I'm joking because goth would be my blood is as black as my soul.
Oh, you said goth. I wasn't sure. I thought I heard goth, but I was like, he didn't say goth. That wouldn't make any sense. Like, where would he pull goth from? So it must have been some other word, and I didn't understand. But no, it was actually the word I thought I heard. Where did you get goth from then?
By seeing the black liquid and a joke being like goths are so dark and all that even their blood is black.
Oh, I see.
It's zebra time.
Zebra time.
Zebra time. Zebra, good zebra.
Zebra?
Actually, yeah, that's one of the black and white Pokemon I got like immediate fan art with slightly after the release of Gen 5, if I recall correctly.
Hey.
I like Zebstrika. So yeah.
What I want to know is why a zebra in the United States region?
I mean, zoo.
Why not?
Yes.
I feel like this game could have more anomalies show up. I feel like the frequency of vanilla rooms is a little... Yeah, see, that was a vanilla room too. I feel like the frequency of vanilla rooms is a little high sometimes.
I think the plate was sideways.
No, I did not advance Essler. That room was... The previous loop was vanilla. Unless you mean the loop I am talking on right now.
This current one.
Oh, the plate?
Which plate?
Like in the hallway outside of your room.
Oh, you mean the ornamental plate that is staying upwards because
Yeah.
it's an ornamental plate? Oh.
Yeah.
It was positioned differently? Let me look. You mean this one, right? That's how it sits. It's on the stand.
Yeah.
It's an ornamental
It was
plate.
just an optical illusion.
Yeah, it's an ornamental plate. They stand up because like they're not meant to be used, so they're not placed flat.
Yeah, you only glanced at it and looked sideways.
Oh, did you think it was in a different position than that?
Yeah, like rotated 90 degrees.
Oh, like facing me, basically, rather than...
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I feel like... No, at this point I'm going to say it's weighted more towards not having an anomaly. It's not that the anomalies don't show up, but it feels like non-anomalous fours are a little more common. At least that's how the odds are working out right now for me. Which is unfortunate, because that just slows us down. Due to the structure of these games.
Actually, like, I think they do that exactly because you want advanced floors by sleeping and not having an anomaly.
What's that? You think I'm increasing the odds of vanilla floors?
No, like, I mean that, like, the people, it seems like they have lower odds because you want advance when you have no anomalies. Like, you only advance the days.
That makes sense, actually. Well, no. Actually, that's not true, Chrysalis. Days will advance if I pick correctly, whether that means anomaly or no anomaly. The only thing is that the calendar. See, like I just found an anomaly in that advanced today. By the way, I don't know what the anomaly was. If anybody has a guess, let me know. But
Oh.
But no. You advance whether there's an anomaly or not if you pick correctly. The only thing that changes is that when you get to day 6, you have to get a non-anomalous loop to leave. So once you hit day 6, you're waiting for a non-anomalous day to leave. At that point.
I see.
Charm, someone in Discord accidentally added everyone, lol. That shouldn't work with our settings. Assuming you mean my server. I guess staff can confirm. We got 1 or 2 here.
Not that I see.
Oh, then who are you talking about? Where is this? Listen, if you're gonna just say, "Hey, somebody did something on Discord," I'm gonna assume you're talking about my server because that makes the most sense. What did you? All right, just some server I was in. Oh, okay. See, usually if somebody notifies me about some wrongdoing or weird thing somebody did on Discord is shorthand for on your Discord server, Charm. You should check it out.
Yeah, especially when you mention sharing, like
you directly mentioned me too, so like yeah, that's kind of weird. I love whenever everyone happens on Discord for some clues as user. I love when people set up their servers wrong and don't consider removing everyone from the general rules because really why would you do that? Like that's just a dumb decision and that's a problem waiting to happen. So.
Because you're a fool and you don't think about it until it happens.
Nobody moderates their stuff. Well, not correctly, at least, a lot of times. I mean, it's hard to do good moderation, but you can at least try.
Checking out for me.
You've lured the horde. It is... I mean, it's funny, but it's also a demonstration. I just take that as... Oh, that's a demonstration that the creator of the server did a poor job of it. Like that's all it tells me. Or simply for
I like how the guy's pupils don't load in for a second.
That's because I lowered the settings. Also, apparently there was an anomaly there. Yet again, I challenge you guys to find what it is. Mr. Emma has everyone pingable. Just a bad idea. I found a
Good evening, ma'am.
You ruined the surprise.
all right, fine. You know she's over there? She's being sneaky. Very good.
She's tall.
She is very tall, and she has weird whisper volume next to her. She's not, however, wanting to murder me, which is nice of her, so I'll do it instead.
Right.
Why do they all have to smile? Cat to camera. They're all on it.
They're a happy family. Except the brother, he's very happy.
Yeah, he's not happy for some reason. I still like that when his head was spinning, whoosh, 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 whoosh. The sound effect made it perfect.
Yes.
Huh. Alright, 15 left. Feels like we're moving at glacial speeds. But I think we started at 29 left when we started this loop.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I know I'm doing so good. I'm like 50% done. Thank you so much.
Insert Evangelion ending meme here.
Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
Parabéns. Yes.
No, that meme. I know what you mean. Evangel. It's just so that. Look how these two could care less, but are just clapping to be polite. Just wait, no, this is gonna clap during all this.
Okay.
Congratulations! You spotted us!
Just casually.
And even after I die, I could still hear their clapping.
Good job!
Good job. They don't stop clapping after I do that. So this game, I wish it was faster paced. Has its moments. It has moments of being boring, but I do think the anomalies are amusing. Okay, we got the basement. All right, good. I can take that one off the list too now. Wait, what am I doing? I need the gun. For some reason, I want to go back to the bed a lot of times.
Sleepy boofer.
I am admittedly pretty low energy today.
Well, these are low energy games.
They are. 13 left.
Low energy to end the week.
Oh. Sorry, I thought the picture got bigger.
Oh. See, I appreciate that. It seems like no, it doesn't repeat anomalies either. So yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to comment on that. I do appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it repeats the ones I
Especially with
felt.
the glacial pace that we're going.
Oh my god, yeah. Again, the pacing is its main issue. Like, the content's good. Oh, there was an anomaly, by the way. I don't know what it was.
Really?
Oh.
I give a cursory look around, and if I see anything unusual, I will inspect it, but I did not see anything wrong in that situation. So, I mean, I could really scrutinize, but that would require even more glacial walking, so I'm not. I was doing a quick loop around, and yeah, if you guys... These anomalies I'm missing, feel free to call them out. I think there's some really extremely subtle ones, admittedly, which I'm not a big fan of, mind. But
like, if we had this anomaly ratio and repeats, oh no.
Yeah.
This would be very hard to complete if that's the case. Well, not hard, but you just... time consuming. It's already time consuming, though. 12, okay.
Tedious.
Really subtle anomaly on the HUD?
Yeah? You mean the skip button that has remained on my screen ever since one particular cutscene? That's been anomalous, but yeah, it never goes away now. It's not an anomaly, it's a glitch. But yeah. Oh, yeah, the other room that kills me. Okay. Yeah, I've covered all the... It's on the bottom right. It's purple and fluffy. I'm not an anomaly, usually. I just have anomalous behavior.
This is poopy doggo.
Yeah, that's been there every loop.
Don't know why. I keep kind of wanting to see like a soft drink on one of the stair pillar things.
Oh yeah, an object on the little banister. That's what they're called. I may not know the word for the metal thing you put in a fireplace, but I know the word for that. It's banister.
I thought the banister was the railing.
No, the railing is the railing. So the railing can be part of the banister depending on how it's designed. 11. Oh, once again. Oh wait, no, that was a reset. That was 11 was the other one. Let's see.
You're an 11. Out of 10.
Oh, well.
Jump scare.
Oh.
The handprint lady has assumed lady has popped in.
Yeah, they want some dinner.
No, she's not pursuing me. Where's she going?
It's basement time.
More basement.
Just disappear at the door.
The noise.
Oh, we got the seepage again.
Oh. They did a murder.
Because the footprints disappear, so if you somehow miss that, then there's still an anomaly.
Which, yeah, that's smart.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Though there's also plenty of music stickers for that, too. That one's a hard one to miss.
Yeah, there was even like a
music.
screaming person in the window for a moment there.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there is some weird music. There is bloody footsteps. There's blood under the door now. I'm just gonna go back to bed.
I mean, I would.
It's too early for this shit. See anything?
I don't think there was anything wrong, but maybe.
I wonder how many of these assets are just baked into the room.
Well, this is a stock asset house, so probably a number.
Yeah. Like, how many of these things it's actually even possible to be messed with?
I'm wondering if some of the anomalies we've missed have been something in that glass storage closet that is just a...
I've looked at it. We already found the closet butlers, but you have to remember that we already saw that anomaly there. Okay, there was an anomaly on that loop had an anomaly.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that there's only one anomaly per part. We've seen 2 anomalies with the double wide doors, for instance.
2?
What?
Yeah, one with the dark room and one with the butlers.
That's... Yeah, I guess that's true, actually.
Bodyguards.
There were 2. The good news is the interesting anomalies are generally not going to be the subtle anomalies, generally. So if I miss a subtle anomaly, I'm not really missing anything terribly exciting. Usually. So like the smart thing to do would be to walk into this and check everything's good over here, but that's extra walking, so I haven't been doing that too much. I've been just trying to look as I pass by.
Yes, Massifayo.
Hello there, Massifayo. See the furry named Char before he was a Charmander. I was actually a Charmeleon for the most part. But everybody always mistook me as a Charmander because of the orange scales, which I used to differentiate myself, but also confused people into thinking I was a Charmander, despite the fact that I had the Charmeleon horn. I suppose they could have assumed I was a Charmander of a horn or a Charmeleon with Charmander coloration. I guess either or is technically viable as a choice. But yeah, that's me. Oh, you're fine. That is... I am very used to that misconception. It's not really a big deal. Charmanders are cool too. But yes. Oh, no. Okay, no. It wasn't one of your doorbells. Or, I'm sorry, it was your phone. It was your phone, Fair. Yeah. Because I just got the door... I just now got the doorbell anomaly. I gotta open it, right?
It wasn't my phone, then.
No, this is different. This is a completely different sound effect. So it was your phone last time.
Okay.
You should get the door.
Who's there?
Making me do everything.
With your lack of eyes until you get close.
Oh, there's something there, is there? It's just a trick.
Oh.
That's rude. I was hoping to at least see something out there. But it's just trying to trick you into opening the door. Which, to be fair, that is kind of smart, because you're not supposed to open the door early. So if you're like, oh shit, somebody's at the door, and you just open it reflexively. Like, it's a good jape. I just wish there was something outside the door.
It's not really a very good trick. considering you already know what to do if you hear anything unusual.
Well, one could assume, unless you can't read Italian and haven't read the store page.
It would be very it would be very funny, but also tragic if that anomaly happened on day 6.
Oh, that would be tragic. It does constantly make noise though, so you can't really miss it.
Maybe. What if Charm has no pizza?
Good night, Reese.
Good night, Reese.
You used to be a Pokefer too, says Matt.
Oh no.
Was a blue
now
Ampharos.
I need to make a pizza.
A pizza?
Sheep. Good sheep.
Wait, what? I don't think I understand.
Sheep.
Sheep?
Sheep.
Blue sheep.
Why does that make you need to make a pizza though? I'm confused about that part.
Somebody mentioned pizza. Also.
Oh, fair enough. Also, oh yeah, Kimmy did indeed mention pizza. Also, there was an anomaly. Again, didn't see that one. There's a lot of subtle ones. I'm like, I realize I'm not scrutinizing every little inch, but I have basically memorized the room, so it's definitely subtle enough that I have to pay close attention for whatever I'm missing. Which is a little weird because I feel like everything's kind of remained where it should, but yet I'm definitely missing things. It's okay though, not a big deal. With the pace of this game,
Blue sheep.
Blue sheep. Did you delete all the art with a Charmeleon character? I removed my art from FA and put it on Weasel and Ink Bunny. Because there was an anomaly on that run too. All right. I moved my art off of FA because FA has been kind of a shit show. And the moment I've slowly accumulated warnings. Oh. Okay.
That's a trap.
We.
Okay.
I'm still on FA because
that's
where all the art is.
He just flushed. Anyways, well, having that right by your front door.
That raises a very interesting question.
Yeah, where is the bathroom?
Right there, obviously. Yeah, that's a creepy room.
It only exists when you need it.
That's a basement. That's a front door, and then we have bedroom and bedroom. You're right. There's no bathroom normally. Just had to make it work.
Ran out of mafia money.
But yeah, to put it simply, on FA, like I've been there for like a ridiculous 15 years or something. I think something close to that, if not a little bit more. I'm not sure. Maybe even a few more years, maybe one or two more. Anyways, I've been on FA for such a long time, and FA has a terrible practice where they do not ever drop off any sort of warnings or any sort of issues you cause, any sort of misdemeanors, mistakes, warnings. They never drop off, so you just accumulate them, and eventually it gets you banned. I see. And I didn't want to get banned, so I went through four. Okay, I revamped my gallery 3 times. As FA has grown, it's changed its rules, and to some degree that's fair. But there's 2 things that make FA really shit. One is they never forgive you for your mistakes. And the other, so it just accumulates all your mistakes accumulate up to closer and closer to being removed. And the other thing it does is it ad break. Are you serious?
Oh.
But yeah, that's really kind of freaky.
Cliffhanger.
Actually. I shall hold that statement while the fact he's still
animated. He just replaced himself with the cardboard cutout.
But he's animated.
It's a really good cardboard cutout.
That's what's weirding me out there. I'll continue my statement once the ad break ends.
Uh-huh.
It's just really flimsy, so it's moving around in the breeze.
Right, 5 left. Okay, now that the ad break is over, I'll continue what I was saying. Anyways, since warnings, mistakes, such never drop off of you, if you've been on a site for 15 years and mistakes never drop off of you, eventually they will accumulate to a ban, because just that's how, like, so circumstantially, you will make mistakes slowly over time, and they'll accumulate to something where you get banned. So that's the situation my account started getting towards. And the reason why is really generally stupid. Obviously, some mistakes were my own, but a lot of the mistakes were just this. I had to revamp my gallery 3 different times. I put up art on FA before they removed cub art. Because back in the day, FA allowed that. And when they decided not to allow that, I removed a bunch of stuff, like many people did. But then I got some bad calls where the staff were like, well, we think that's cub art, so you're in trouble for that. And it's like, that's not, but okay, I guess that's your interpretation, mod. And so I got in trouble for that. So I revamped again and scrubbed even harder. And then later on, something else I got in trouble for something else because I think it was the more recent things, like last couple of years. Some policy changes happened because just cancel culture would try to go after an artist about something, and then like there was a big uproar and people are being reported left and right because it kind of created this like witch hunt situation against multiple people.
The ban against certain species.
Yeah, that and stuff like that. And, and then I got in trouble again for selling my gallery. Mind you, every single time I've gotten in trouble for selling my gallery, I went through the whole gallery and scrubbed it a little bit more. Be like, okay, well, since they're going to be unreasonable about this, I'll remove all of anything that could be even misconstrued as this, you know. And every time I scrub my gallery, I always thought to myself, all right, now the gallery's good. And then shit happens, and then, I have another mod approaching me. Oh, this hater of yours reported this, so we're getting you in trouble for this. And it's like, okay, you know what? I'm done. Like, after a while, I was just like, I'm done. I'm removing everything from my gallery. I'm moving it to Weasel and Ink Bunny. I do have a few things up on FA, just of recent stuff that's really simple and harmless because I wanted to advertise the weight gain drive, for instance. But outside of that, I've removed everything because it was not worth it. I constantly fucking like bleached my gallery over and over again, but it was never enough for the mods who always had another thing to keep in mind. I have a group of I have people that hate me, so people were reporting me in bad faith because of that too. So people were trying to misconstrue things like, yeah, that thing he posted is actually really bad. It has this reason for being bad, and so. Yeah, so I just got sick of it. The mods aren't very good at handling the site. And honestly, that thing where the artist got attacked for something they did like years and years ago. By the way, the artist that got attacked, it was really dumb. It was over a cup thing, but that was something they posted ancient years, like aeons ago when FA actually allowed that stuff. So they had not actually done anything wrong. It's just some people found out that they drew that a long time ago and decided that they should hate on them for that. You know, that's sort of, what is it called when something is allowed by the rules, so somebody does it, and then later the rules change so that person then removes the thing because the rules changed, but then they later get crucified for having that thing in the first place. It's the I don't know if there's a term for it, but basically where you condemn somebody for not following the current rules in the past when those rules didn't exist.
It's got to be something different, but it feels like it's related to moving goalposts.
There's something called grandfathering where you won't punish somebody for doing something when it wasn't against the rules.
There's also the opposite phenomenon where you get punished for something that is against the rules, but then the rules change to where that's not punishable.
Yeah, that can happen too. Though I know it's on the internet, generally speaking, things are being more and more locked down over the years. Like, no, that's not okay anymore because everybody's insecure and thinks it's going to be a real big problem. So we're going to say it's wrong now. It's like, yeah. Because cancel culture wants us to say it's wrong, so it's wrong now. Like,
it's going to get to the point where everybody else, the majority of people are going to say, you know what, we're done with this. Cancel culture, shut the hell up. because this is not sustainable.
It's not sustainable. Eventually, it will hit a breaking point. Also, yeah, I didn't comment on it, but the lights were flickering that one time. A nice little bit of audio ambience with that too. I will note.
Yeah, I lurk on Twitter myself, and sometimes I
Haha,
some
not
people's galleries, but
not this time, Mailman.
But I got a letter for you.
push it under the door.
It's a package.
We have 3 left, by the way, so we're almost done.
Hurry up, open the door, get your package, or else somebody will steal it.
Lurking on the internet is wise. Making any sort of a creative impact on the internet is risky because you will get people attacking you, basically. And
it's really sad.
Oh.
Nice paintwork.
He's not cleaning well enough.
So you didn't get atop the countertops. Yeah, like you gotta reach up high. You gotta get the clean up there.
Yeah, as a rule, if people know that you exist, some of them will hate you.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And some people make it their life's mission to hate on you and spread that you should be hated too. Because some people are just miserable. I'm not saying what they do is miserable. They're acting miserable, but they're also just miserable people in the first place to even be inspired to do that. You know, like their existence is miserable if that's what they think they should be doing with their time. But yeah. So anyways, that was mostly to explain to back from I was being gone. Welcome back, Fern. That was mostly to explain to Massafeo why my art's gone. You can still find it on my Weasel, which I do link from my FA though, as well as make money. I split between those sites.
Well, what's stopping you, Kibby?
Gumi.
Anxiety. Kibby is has been negatively influenced by the era to the point where he doesn't feel like he can draw much.
Honestly, can't blame.
Still, though, I don't think that it's good to succumb to that. I think it's probably best to power through and try to learn how to ignore that shit to some degree, you know?
Agreed, but getting to that point to begin with, I can definitely see how that happens.
You don't have to tell me that.
And I do hope the best for you, kid.
Yeah.
If you ever need to talk to anyone, I'm here.
Alright, there was an anomaly on that run. We're down to just one. Oh, hey, what's this?
I really hope that the last one is incredibly subtle. So that we end on a complete anticlimax. Okay, never mind.
Karen's like, are you going to do it? I have it right there for you. Why don't you do it? Why don't you off yourself? I'm just going to... Look, she wants me to. What a fucking asshole. What a fucking asshole.
There's an anomaly here, see? Look, there's an anomaly.
It's funny, it's like...
Same energy.
Better take the gun.
Waiting, having that box and stick trap and behind a tree with a string.
Yeah,
the best part is that it didn't even have an interact icon.
No, it didn't. Yeah. That's fair, Kibby. Game development helped with that. That's fair. Done. I assume. Wait, what? I thought something weird happened, but no, the game just let it read. We found all the anomalies. Wait, hold on. Oh, I still have to escape. Well, okay, fine. To actually get the achievement, which I may as well get. Who's the guy who's saying his husband? He made a spaghetti dinner. He's also evil, so...
I really thought one of the anomalies would be that the spaghetti eating spaghetti.
Yeah, I'm only disappointed.
No, that's baked into the environment.
The food never... it's baked spaghetti. Sorry.
Baked spaghetti.
It's baked spaghetti.
Yeah, there's very little anomalies that, like, change objects that are in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. But I still feel like a lot of these objects are not presets. I feel like a lot of them were just. I mean, I have to look at the actual house itself, but. Footsteps are misses a reverb. That's true. Ah, fuck.
She's watching.
All right, time to get to day 6. Hopefully, it won't take too long again. She's watching. Good clip. Yeah, I mean, she was. I mean, there's a whole bunch of anomalies I'm not aware of, so...
Yeah.
This might still be a little tricky unless I get the right ones.
Yeah, if we had a properly cataloged all the database also...
That would be nice. I would appreciate I would appreciate the catalog system. Though the X8 likes that have done that are very nice for doing that. Oh, fuck you. You know, I'm just going to kind of go back to bed until it actually advances to 2.
Yeah.
And I'm just remembering Grandma's comments from those achievements.
Also, no, he doesn't say anything. Grandma's comment?
The one that had achievements that we decided were written by Grandma.
I think it's Street 9, I think. Yeah.
Oh, right, I remember now, yeah. We had fun with those.
Oh, it's the dude.
It's the dude.
Ah, you're finally awake. You were stuck in a loop, right? Using that snub-nose revolver to escape and get back to reality before these anomaly protections captured you trying to escape. I'm not really good at voice acting.
you were stumbling a little bit there. To be fair, it kind of ended with weird English, but... Okay. Bloody handprints.
Ah, bloody handprints.
Though honestly, this is one of the more relaxed Exit 8 likes as far as their requirements. Just reaching loop 6. You start at 0, so you start you start at 0. No, you start at 1 after the 31st was only the very, very start of the game. Only had 31st, but after that, it stopped having that. So,
Bruce, something I've noticed: everybody is messing up English, especially as time goes on. I swear.
Like in general or today? Right, oh, okay.
I'm reading a visual novel, and on this Discord is a separate thing for reporting typos, and oh god, I have so many of them.
To report?
Screenshotted.
I see.
Most of them are abuse of commas.
So I'm not sure what you're actually doing in this game. Oh, Messfair, are you not familiar with the Exit 8 like and what exactly it entails? I suppose if you don't know what the concept is, you came midstream, you don't understand the concept, it would be kind of confusing. I want to sleep. To put it very simply, this genre of games is basically this. You're stuck in a loop. And you gotta like look around an environment and see if anything looks different than it normally does. Is like you always see the environment in a default state before you start. And then you're stuck in the loop, you look at the environment. If you find the anomaly, you take one action. If you don't find an anomaly, you take a different action, basically. And you got to be correct. You got to be like, yes, I'm going to commit to this choice, and then that choice has to be correct a consecutive number of times in a row for you to win. In this case, I have to sleep if there's no anomalies. I have to grab the gun if there is an anomaly. Every one of these games has a slightly different methodology to like what you're doing, what you're looking around, how you interact with the environment. If you know what you do to select an anomaly from existing or not. But they more or less work off the same idea, just with slightly different mechanics. Fuck. That just means I'm trying to sleep more. The fastest thing to do is sleep, because I can just sleep instantly if I'm waking up. Maybe I should just try to sleep to like 4 and then start looking around.
And the goal here specifically is to get to day 6, not have an anomaly, and then walk out the door.
I'm going to try to get 3 at least. Good night, Bruce. One thing I will say is this game is a little too slow-paced, and I don't like that once you get all the anomalies, it doesn't give you the achievement until you win the game again, which is a little bit mean.
Good night, Bruce.
The main problem with this game is just its pacing is going to drag down its rating. The pacing is way slower than it needs to be. If it was better paced, I wouldn't really have any major complaints though. But like my pinky finger does indeed hurt from holding down the shift key religiously because of how because of the need of it, you know.
This might be a case where you want sticky keys.
There is no such thing as a case where you want sticky keys.
Also, I didn't see an anomaly, but I'm just making an educated fuck. All right.
You are?
All right, so wait till I can get... Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to sleep in bed. It is literally the fastest action.
I will be right back.
It is apparently possible to get to at least day 4 by just sleeping. Probably even further if you are lucky.
The canon ending is the one where you just sleep for 6 days straight and then finally wake up and leave.
So I love how every time you sleep and wake up, like he has some time loading, it just plops the roof, like the roof texture.
Yeah, because of the low settings I have on, everything is really like low quality unless I approach it. I think literally getting out of bed approaches technically. The ceiling approaches the ceiling.
Oh my god, was that all of those were anomalies?
All of these have been anomalies except for 1. 2 now. Let me just get back to 3 and I'll continue from there. It gets my foot in the door, you know? Alright, back to 3.
You know what would be an interesting way of doing it? If there was a fixed number of anomalies that you're going to have in a set of loops, and it just randomized which days they're going to be.
Yeah, we had those in Hospital 666.
Which one? What do we have?
Yeah, like this feature that Esler is talking about, we had in Hospital 666.
What's the feature? I missed it.
No.
Esther, could you repeat?
Where if there's just a fixed number of anomalies.
And you just have to go through them all?
And it just randomizes which loops are going to have the anomalies or not anomalies, so there's always the same ratio.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, basically a little trigger tell you this is an anomaly 4 and this is not an anomaly 4, and it's a predictable spacing out of them, basically.
But not one that you tell to the player.
Yeah. But if you, for example, had 4 anomalies in a row, you really have like a lower chance of...
I don't think I understand. Hospital 666 did this? I don't understand. What did Hospital 666 do?
Yeah, Hospital 666 had like only a set amount of anomalies. So it was always like you had like always a set amount of anomalies and a set amount of no anomalies. It was just randomized.
I don't understand. How is it set but randomized? That makes no sense. How can something be set but also random? I don't
For
understand.
example,
your number is set.
What?
Yeah,
but their position in the series of loops is randomized.
Wait, the order is set, is what you said?
The number.
The number of... Well, no, these all have a certain number of anomalies. It's not like they have infinite anomalies. Like, we just went through a set number of anomalies to clear out a countdown.
For example, if there's 6 days, then you might say there's going to be 3 anomalies and 3 normal days.
Yes.
Oh, wait,
and
so
then you
basically
randomize which days are the anomalies and which days aren't.
Okay, so you're saying that basically a loop should have a predictable ratio for completion.
But not one that you tell to the player.
Yes.
So it seems like it's completely random, but there's actually a set number.
To balance
and
it.
And that way it's impossible to just go to sleep over and over and get to the end.
Wait, Hospital 666 did that?
Yes. Look, you always needed to go to 15 floors to get to a boss stage.
That's true.
But they always had like a set amount of anomalies in one stage.
Was there always an anomaly in that game? I can't remember.
What?
Was there non-anomalous floors in Hospital 666, or was every floor anomalous?
No, there was no anomalous, but it was very minimal actually.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. Also, I can't see anything wrong. Should I? I guess I'll go upstairs. Is the Jordan anomaly? No, it's just a grimy house. Like I said before, it was supposed to be a horror house. 5, good.
Okay. Rude. Fake plant.
Fake plant.
And I am back.
The ship can't know the fake plant.
Okay, well... I don't trust this. Damn it, I should have trusted it.
No.
Yeah, this doesn't have a consistent ratio.
And you're just sitting down in your chair, just, vibing. Suddenly, they walk down the stairs, or start wandering around, looking at everything, walk over to you. They just say, I don't trust this. Grab the gun. Oh, okay.
Charlie's a happy man. Okay, back to 3. Let's see. I guess I'll just do what I did the first time I won, where if I didn't see anything, I just went to bed. Like I was seeing so many missed anomalies though on while just trying to find anomalies. I was noticing I was missing a whole bunch of them. So I don't know. I just started getting paranoid that it was actually okay. Well, that one's obvious.
Yeah, most of them aren't especially subtle.
True. I guess the majority are not subtle, so I should not assume that was. Okay, that one's not subtle. That was the lady footprinting through the rooms.
Ah. And this is the picture one.
He would actually scraped the knife in the plate too hard. It kind of does sound like that. Glad he's sitting up here, so I can immediately know that this one's an issue.
See you, Masifio, or Makifio, or...
Yeah, see you later, dude.
Hope we've been pronouncing your name.
Sheep.
Sheep. Where? Okay, it's day 6.
Former blue sheep.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah. I think like It didn't load, so then that Ampharos is a ship. We blew Ampharos.
Things look normal.
Yeah, agreed. It looks pretty okay.
So let's try to exit.
Nobody hiding in the corner.
Nah, she makes noises too. Let's see.
I wouldn't know.
Yep, I won. There we go. Give me my achievement I already earned.
Victory!
I mean, if you want to. Hasn't done it yet.
No, you have to.
Found all the anomalies and escaping. I assume it'll give it to you when I go back to tell screen. We finally made it out. Oh, there's more. That's why they want me to leave. Whoa. Now this body is mine. Okay, well, you're...
Oh, fuck.
The secret possession in it. Okay, that's fair enough if they want me to beat the game after fighting all the anomalies because they had a different ending. That is a fair reason to do that.
I guess that counts as a different ending. There
was also a music stinger. It's a little bit different. Not immensely, but it is a little bit different. So, all right. So, where to put Nightmare House? Well, first off, where is Nightmare House in this list? Here. So, where does this go?
At least a C.
Let me consider a B tier. This was not as good as the Subway. This was not as good as Everloop. This was not as good as the anime walkie game, which wasn't perfect, but it was interesting. Was this better than the Street 10, Essler, and others?
Street 10.
Yeah.
The Street 10 was a mess.
Street 10 was a B?
Yeah, it was still had interest. Well, it was a mess, but it was interesting at the same time. We had fun with it. So.
With the achievements.
Is it more common than Nightmare House? Here's the problem with the Street. The Street 10 got a mid B because it was still an enjoyable environment and the anomalies were interesting. The problem was it was very sloppily put together because we legitimately saw through walls and stuff and just looking at the wrong angle because the game was
Grandma carried it.
Poorly put together game. So it honestly, it was very easy. Yeah, that is a grandma game, but also it was very easy to mistake the poor geometry combinations as an anomaly sometimes. So that was its main setback. It was just very messy. Is Nightmare House more competent in it? Yes. Is Nightmare House more fun than the Street 10? That's debatable. I honestly found the pace of this to really bring me down. I think Nightmare House was technically good, and the anomalies were pretty good. Not as good as some of the games, though. The anomalies were certainly better, hecka better than Prison Loop, but by comparison for today. But I still feel like the Street 10 was more fun. Yeah, yes. Actual movement speed there. So I think it goes below the Street 10. Does it go below... I forget. I think it's called Castletown 8. That was the one that looked like it was an RPG Maker one.
Yeah, that's 2D. Yeah.
So was that more or less fun than that game? Is a good question.
I liked the Castletown one because of how weak it looked.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I feel like Castletown 8 was pretty good. Not perfect, but it's just nice to have a change of pace, and I don't feel like I wasted my time. Here's the thing: Nightmare House. Technically competent put together. I like the change up of concepts a little bit with how it is doing its loop structure, technically speaking. And most of the anomalies were pretty interesting. They put some work into them. The problem is their idea of creating the loop, since it's not physically looping through the environment, but rather waking up or going to sleep, or going to sleep a different way. Just made it really slow. The simple methods of which to enter the next loop took forever compared to the seamless transitions of a lot of the other games.
It was good thematically, though.
Thematically, yes, but like it when you get down to the core gameplay, it's slow to advance loops. It's slow to move around. That's the movement speed was the main thing. I could have stood for the loop cutscenes being a little tedious. I do appreciate you skipped like half of them or more of half of them, but you couldn't skip them entirely. but that's fine. If the movement speed had been efficient, but it wasn't, and I really think that brought it down for me because I was plodding around everywhere. And the entire point of an Exit 8 like is to walk around and look at things. So if the walking's really slow, you've ruined a huge part of the gameplay. Because there's not really a ton of gameplay to an Exit 8 like, honestly. There's interaction and movement for the most part.
Yep.
And so if you messed up one of those systems, that's 50% of the systems you've kind of messed up. So slow movement does bring it down a lot. Now, is it better or worse than Room 13?
I don't know if I remember that one.
Every time I try to remember Room 13, I just remember Lucky just sleeping on the wet floor.
That's the one, yeah. That was pretty amusing. I mean, that's the other thing that here's Room 13 was this one for those wondering. That's the other thing about Room 13 was the hotel, the Red Room.
That one.
Yeah, again, like it wasn't great, but it had efficient movement, and again, I still think that's better than Nightmare House. I think Nightmare House is just sliding down the ranks here as I think about it more. Yeah, honestly, I'm sorry, the movement speed is just it's literally like half of the game's mechanical systems, so that just being so slow, it really just brings it down a lot for me.
Walking simulator without walking.
Think about it. Nightmare House did have decent anomalies, not like the best I've seen, but pretty decent anomalies. But what does that matter if you have to spend so long between getting to each one of them? You know,
the movement speed really didn't seem that bad to me.
It felt pretty bad to me. I won't move it any lower though, since you are saying that. I feel like this is a fair place to put it. It's still on B, but
yeah, it felt pretty bad to you physically too.
Well, it's excruciating to hold down a shift key and not really be running. I don't like that in games. At the very least, let me just not let go of the shift key and walk that speed normally. You know, I feel like if I'm going to be exerting the effort of holding down a shift key, I want some goddamn good movement speed, and because it is a physical effort. Like, think of how long I played that. That's like an hour of holding the shift key down or something, or probably more than that. So, yeah, I think that's a fair place to put Nightmare House. We'll put it at the bottom of B. With that being said, that is 2 games today. We could roll a third. I am feeling pretty rough, though. I feel like this might be a good stopping point.
Yeah.
And I need to make a pizza.
That's fair. Pizza. That is fair. Pizza's good. Yeah, I think this will be a fine stopping point. Plus, I don't want to push myself too much. I just want to go back to bed, actually. So I think I might just do that after close it out for Inslate. But thanks for joining me, guys.
Me.
Yeah, no problem.
And of course, Street Growers as well. Thanks for joining as well. We got a couple new people showed up today, so that's cool. But yeah, I sorry for this one being a little bit shorter, though it's certainly still a good chunk of content. I think 3.5 hours or so of content. So I don't see this as a problem. We got a couple more done, and we will see what we have next week when we come back to the series for part 13. We'll try to get 3 games done in that session if possible. It all depends on how chunky the games are, or fair the games are, or a mix of that. But in any case, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys for another stream on Sunday, most likely. Take it easy. Thanks for watching, and more content to come.